on areas of improvement, of areas where you need to start working on, and possibly if you can weave together the three conversation into one is still welcome. So just give us a kind of take home for you so far. Is it clear?
Very clear.
All right. So are you set for that, or we should give you a few seconds maybe for someone else to go first?
Okay, my take home is very simple. Is about vision. We
Okay.
can Your vision must be bigger than you, but make sure
All
you start
right.
from where you are.
All right. Thank
Your
you
vision
very.
must be greater than you, but you don't need
All
to
right.
start big. Just start from where you are.
Thank you very, very much. All right. That is also a very important point. Your vision should be bigger than you. So don't be scared when it seems as though you are conceiving an idea that is seemingly looking bigger than your present condition. All right. So sometimes it's possible you are conceiving an idea and it is looking as though everything around you cannot bear the weight of the idea you are conceiving. So it's a typical example of sometimes what vision may look like. All right. Any other person wants to speak? John Light, are you here with us? John Light, can you give us light as regarding any of the session, yesterday's session, enterprise development and building startup? Yes. Or about Olatunde. Olatunde, are you there? Olatunde. Okay. All right. We looked at enterprise yesterday as a way of creating value. I think that was a very resounding point to take note of, that enterprise is all about creating value and doing it consistently. That this, in simple term, is what an enterprise is. And to start a business, like we were told yesterday, it requires thorough planning. And I remember Mr. Olusegun Olani, it's nice to see you online. All right. Okay. That we also learned that there are three basic universal currency. Number one, which is resource. Number two is your time. And number three, flexibility. These are the three basic universal currency. And you see, most times when they talk about money, there is always this use of the adjective currency attached to money. For instance, when they are talking about the various currencies that are cool locations, they will talk about which currency do they spend and all. And that, just like your elect from one location to another, you need to be rightly positioned into your coffers. So it is a universal currency. And I remember our guest spent your zeal. That is when there can be good result. So as much as we are zealous about starting up a business, about engaging in an enterprise, it is not just enough to have the zeal. we must complement it with knowledge. And this is the gap why LA is trying to bridge by bringing to us a plethora of experts, experienced people who are speaking to us and dishing out knowledge to us to complement our zeal and interest. And also, we saw that we there is a need to have a business plan, whenever you want to have your startup. And part of those plans is you need to know what it will cost you to set up. You also need to understand the business market, which is what they call the feasibility studies. And then you also need to decipher the need you are going to meet, which was related to the assignment our speaker gave us yesterday as regarding having a niche within an industry. So you need to be specific about the value you are interested in actually creating. And also, we also need to understand that while starting up, you will encounter several rejections, and we need to develop thick skin for rejection. I believe that naturally, especially growing up in a place like Nigeria, you must develop a thick skin against rejection, or else you will hardly move forward or make progress, because of the tide is almost 80% against anything good that you want to conceive to achieve. So you must develop that spirit that is able to surmount rejection, that says no to you. And for me personally, I see no as a next opportunity. I see no as an acronym for next opportunity. So sometimes in the midst of the no from a particular direction, it is only telling you that the other side is calling for you as an opportunity. And then we need to be optimistic and persevere in ensuring that whatever we have set as a goal, we pursue them through. And also, she made mention of personal leadership, that in setting up an enterprise there is need for personal leadership, which is of course is necessary. If your idea will fly, there is need for personal leadership, because of, first and foremost, you must be the first person that is interested in your idea. You must be the first person that will take the bold step for the idea you have conceived. Part of the things that personal leadership will will do to you is that it will help you to establish your personal principles, which is what we popularly call as branding, what you are known for. So all of these things, they fall under the umbrella of personal leadership. So personal leadership will also help you to establish clear and defined goals. And she made mention of something about short-term goals, that she's such a person who set short-term goals, while there are others who may tend to want to have long-term goals, and there are others who may want to have medium term goals. And then also you need to know what is the length you are willing to go, talking about sacrifices. What sacrifices are you willing to put in? Being part of Wiley, giving your time, your resource to be part of Wiley is also part of the sacrifices to pay for your vision to come to reality, for that enterprise to be bettered, getting new perspective, new views. They are part of the sacrifices that will enable the vision to grow and to come to reality. Because of every successful enterprise in the world today, it's a product of several sacrifices that takes place underneath or behind the closed doors. Most times we don't get to see all of that. All we see is just the glow of the result and the productivity. So it's important to understand this aspect of personal leadership, that has to do with your principles, that has to do with your clear goals, and then the sacrifice you are willing to put in. And I think this is connected with the point where someone asks, what are some of the ways you can go about setting up a business when you don't have fund? When you don't have fund, some of the things you can do, you can decide to take up a job so that you can make money to start up a business. You can also decide to cut on some of the things you spend money on. You can decide to cut on some of the things you spend money on. I think our financial manager also did justice to this aspect, that sometimes those cokes you are taking, the chocolates, all right, the designers you get, which you may not really have need of them at that point in time, you may need to cut on some of those things in order to save off those monies and invest it into your enterprise. All right. I hope we are getting a wonderful recap of what was shared in the course of our yesterday's meeting. Um, do we have anyone who wants to chip in something before we move on to our tonight's main event? Okay. Any comments from anyone? Any question from anyone? In the absence of none, we would like to start getting prepared to receive our guest speaker for tonight. And it is with great honor we'll be having the privilege to listen to the executive director of YLA himself, in person of Pastor Tunji Adeboyejo. He is the pioneer and visionary of this very academy that we are privileged to be part of, and we are also gleaning knowledge, experiences, and wisdom from. So tonight you will be listening to him, and I want to assure you that it will be a time well spent, because personally I have listened to him on several occasions speak, and at every time he speaks, he inspires, he brings in a unique kind of force that propels a push within individuals to actually go for what's to go for the vision, to go for the leadership, to go for the potential that is within them. So I want you to know that tonight will be a great time together, and I will be taking his profile right about now. Pastor Tunji Adeboyejo is built from tests inspired by impact, serving as the CEO of Zengari Publishing, a publishing outfit that, with thousands of books published for hundreds of authors, both old and new, Tunji Adeboyejo built his leadership success through the flames of hardship, losing his father to a ghastly motor accident and thus forfeiting luxurious life which the man's presence was afforded him. He developed strong success muscles through the myriad of challenges he had to combat afterwards. As a growing leader, he admits that his success came through various tireless hustles. After discovering the power of books and the impact of strong leadership from some mentors around him, Tunji dedicated himself to consuming materials on leadership, taking leadership positions as the opportunities, and striving to excel as a leader in his personal and professional life. His understanding of effective leadership has helped him to serve in different leadership offices, both nationally and internationally. Once he realized the impact of leadership on every system, Tunji committed himself to inspiring young African leaders to achieve more, discover the power of goal setting, activating productivity, and much more to build a life of impact for both for himself and for others. He is presently the CEO of Zengari Publishing and also the head coach at Young Leaders Academy. He is based in the UK with his wife and three beautiful daughters. Ladies and gentlemen, before us is Pastor Tunji Adeboyejo, who will be leading us in tonight's session. So, with a clapping emoji, can you please make welcome Pastor Tunji Adeboyejo to this forum who will be leading us in tonight's discourse. Please let's welcome him with the clapping emoji in the chat session. You are welcome, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. I sincerely appreciate the honor to be here with us this very night. And I do not take this for granted at all. I want to celebrate everyone who is here tonight. And I believe that the last few days has been very impactful for us, and I know that we are going on with something very, very vital and very important. I have a very brief session with us, and I hope that this will take us to the next level, and we put us on the path of excellence in our journey. So I'll be sharing with us my screen. I want to believe everybody can see my screen right now. Are you able to see my slide now?
Yes, we can, sir. Yes, we can.
Okay. So I'll be speaking to you tonight on be exceptional. Be exceptional. I believe this is going to take us to another dimension tonight. Just please permit me to also set my live recording somewhere else too. So I want this recorded. All right. So like I said, I've titled this "Be Exceptional," and I believe strongly that from the team of this academy, we have learned so much that I strongly know that there is so much lessons we have learned over the last 3 days, and I know that by now many of us are going with a lot of lessons that will change and transform us and take us to another dimension. Be exceptional. That's our theme for the math cohort, and then I would like to just speak on that topic. All right. Well, what do we mean when we say? I'll just go straight because we have so much to still do this night. So I'll just go straight to the key points so that we are up to the task tonight. All right. So what does it mean to be exceptional? What does it mean to be exceptional? To be exceptional means to be unusual. It means to be uncommon, to be unusual, to be uncommon. To be exceptional means to be distinguished, to be distinguished as a leader, as an entrepreneur, a creator, a business owner, a career person, a CEO. Whether you lead from the bottom or you lead from the middle or you lead from the top of an organization, it is expected that we operate in an exceptional way. I mean, you cannot lead effectively if you are not exceptional. And this is very important and very, very vital. So when you see yourself as a leader, you must understand that you must lead exceptionally well. You must lead exceptionally well. And to be exceptional, like I said, I have 14 things I've listed here. Number one is that you must be unusual and to be uncommon. Number two is to be distinguished. To be exceptional means to be distinguished. To be exceptional means to be unique. To be unique. To be exceptional means to be excellent. To be excellent. To be exceptional means to be far above average. To be far above average. Being exceptional means to be far from mediocrity. To be far from mediocrity. To be exceptional means to be unprecedented. To be unprecedented. To be exceptional means to be unheard of. To be unheard of. You can interpret that in your language in case you are Yoruba, you are Igbo, whichever way. To be unheard of. I mean, something we have not heard about, something we are not familiar with. I mean, to be exceptional means to be unrivaled. From the word no rival, from the word no rival, it means to be unrivaled. I mean, you are exceptional to the extent that nobody has the capacity to rival you. That's what we mean when we say be exceptional. To be exceptional means to be in the class of your own. To be in the class of your own. That's what we mean when we talk about being exceptional. To be in the class of your own. To be exceptional means to have no successful competitor. To have no successful competitor. That is, nobody has the capacity to compete with you. That's what we mean when we say be exceptional. Be exceptional. To be exceptional means to be phenomenal. Be phenomenal. That's what we mean when we say be exceptional. Be phenomenal. Be exceptional means to be a project topic. Somebody or something that people talk about, people discuss about. That's what we mean. We say be exceptional. So be exceptional means to be in the class of your own. To be in the class of your own. I mean, many years ago, I was listening to Pastor ADEBOYEJO, and he was talking about being in the class of your own. He said he was in a aircraft, and then some people, they brought some magazines to him. I mean, and he was just going through the magazine in the course of that journey. I mean, he was just going through that magazine, and then that magazine was describing different type of cars. BMW, it was talking about different type of cars, their functionality, how powerful they are, how quality they are. The magazine was talking about different types: Mercedes-Benz, Volkswagen, Toyota, Honda, different types, BMW, and they were talking about their makes, so he said, I mean, having been somebody who is used to different cars because of different type of traveling he's made, he said he saw that there's a particular car that was not listed. And he was just wondering. He flipped through the entire magazine. He flipped from the back to the front. He said he flipped again and he couldn't see this particular car. And he had to ask somebody beside him that was seated beside him. He said, excuse me, are you reading this magazine too? He said, yes. But did you notice that I can't find this particular car? He said, what car? He said, I can't find Rolls Royce. He said, I can't find Rolls Royce in the league of this different type of cars in this magazine. I mean, they have mentioned Toyota, they have mentioned BMW, Mercedes-Benz, and all the things they do, their functions, how good and quality they are. He said, but why have they not mentioned Rolls Royce? And then the person answered and said to him, says, sir, Rolls Royce is in the class of his own. If they are to talk about Rolls Royce, they will make a special magazine for Rolls Royce alone. It can't be among these cars, because Rolls Royce is in the class of its own. That's what we mean when we talk about being exceptional. I mean, somebody to be in the class of his own. So he said a magazine will be dedicated to Rolls Royce alone only. And they will put all the pictures, every other thing that needs to be there will be there. So it just one magazine is made for Rolls Royce. He said, wow, why? Because Rolls Royce is in the class of its own. I mean, when you now look at it, basically, you will discover that Rolls Royce is not a car that you just see on the road. I mean, any day. I mean, on a daily basis, you just see Rolls Royce, moving on any road in the country. No, you don't see it. It's not common. It's not something you get to see every day. I mean, once it comes out like this and somebody looks at it, everybody will gather and say, oh, what type of a car is this? So that's what we mean when we talk about being exceptional. To be exceptional means to be unrivaled, to be in the class of your own, to have no successful competitor, to be phenomenal, to be a project topic. I mean, when we talk about being a project topic, to be the talk of the town, to be the talk of the town, to be the kind that people talk about. There's always something to say and to talk about you. That's what we mean by being exceptional. And number 14 there, to be exceptional means to be distinct, to stand out, to stand differently, to stand above others, to be far above average, to be far from mediocrity. That's what it means to be exceptional. And we have 10 things that exceptional people do. And I'll just give you them. Exceptional people, they adopt simple habits in their approach to life. The culminative effect of these simple habits usually leads to long-term success and makes these people to be exceptional every day. I mean, I just gave you a few things. Number one, to exceptional people, they offer genuine support to other people. Exceptional people, they ask for help. That's number two. And they don't see this as a sign of weakness. Exceptional people, they ask for help where they need help. And they do not see this as a sign of weakness. Some people, they see asking for help as a sign of weakness. No, for exceptional leaders and exceptional people, they know that when you ask for help, it's not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. Number three, exceptional people, they are not afraid to admit their mistakes. They know that they have strength, they know that they have weakness. They know that as an exceptional person, you are bound to make mistakes because you are still human. So they are not afraid to accept their mistakes. Exceptional people, they push their limits. They push their limits. They push themselves beyond boundaries. Exceptional people, exceptional leaders, they push beyond boundaries because they want to achieve more. They want to do more. They want to achieve more in their career. So they push beyond the limits. They push themselves beyond the boundaries. Exceptional leaders, they give due credit and gratitude to God alone. They give due credit and gratitude to God alone. Exceptional leaders, they love their life. They love their life. I mean, the pain, they love the joy, the accomplishments, and the failures. Now, they love themselves, they love their life, they love the kind of life they live. They understand that life is in phases. They understand that life brings pain. They understand that life brings love. They understand that life brings joy. They understand that life brings accomplishment. They also understand that life brings failures. They have that understanding. Exceptional leaders, they believe in themselves. They believe that they have capacity to succeed. They believe that they are sent. They believe that they have an assignment to fulfill. They believe that they have a contribution to make. They have contribution to make in the life of people around them. They believe that they have something to offer to their generation. They believe in themselves. They believe in their capacity. They believe in their gift. They believe in their potential. They believe in what they have. They believe that they are a success. They believe that even when they fail, that is a stepping stone towards success. Exceptional leaders, they are focused people. They are not only focused people, they also focus on people because they know that people are their greatest assets. Exceptional leaders, they give themselves a break. They know when to stop. They know when to break. They know when to rest. They know when to sleep. They know when to hack. They know when to reverse back. They know when to shed their feathers so they could renew themselves like the eagle. Exceptional leaders, they put their thoughts and words into action. Exceptional leaders, when they finish from a training like this, they go over it again and then put up action plans and actionable steps that they need to take after a training like this. So they put their words and their thoughts into action. Now, we have two kinds of people on the face of the earth, two kinds of people on earth. We have the average people and we have the exceptional people. We have average people and we have exceptional people. Those are the two kinds of people we have on earth. And I'll give you an explanatory note on that. Average people, they merely exist. They just exist. They are just in life. They're just there. They just want to live. They just exist. They have no sense of meaning. They have no sense of identity. They are just there. They just believe that they are created and one day they will go. Average people, they are products of their environment. The environment dictates what they do. The environment determines what they do. Average people, they are moved by what is happening around them. Average people, they are drowned by adversities. When adversity comes, they are drowned by it. Average people, in a situation where we have economic downturn, just like we have right now all over the world and in Nigeria especially, average people, they allow adversities to drown them. They allow economic downturn to drown them. They fall into the camp of failures during adversities. Average people, they give excuses for their failures. Average people, when they fail, they give excuses. Average people, they are people that are driven by their feelings. Their feelings is what drives them. They have no sense of identity. Average people, they look at the problem, they do not see solution. Average people. Now, I'm driving you to a point to know and to get yourself ready to be exceptional. That's where I'm driving you to. Average people, they only see problem. They see problem in everything. They have no idea of what solution can be. They only can see problem. They see problem. They talk about it. They do everything about problem. Everything around them is problem. Average people, they focus their energy and time on the past. Average people, they focus on the past. they only see the past. They focus only on the past. They always ruminate. They always think about the past. The past is what they see mostly. Average people. Average people, they are talkers. They are people who talk the talk. They can talk from morning to night. They are talkers. They talk and talk. They are not action-oriented people. They are only talkers. So when you meet average people, they are planners. Average people. When you see them this year and you ask them, you told me that you wanted to start a business. They say, I'm planning to. I'm still planning. Average people, they can use 5 years to plan. They keep planning. Average people, no matter what they see, they always see problems, so they are always planning and planning to. When they talk about marriage, they are always planning to marry. 3 years has passed, 4 years have passed, 6 years has passed. They are still planning to. And the world does not celebrate what you are planning to do. The world only celebrates what you have done. Hear me again. The world does not celebrate what you are planning to do. The world only celebrates what you have done. The world celebrates action-oriented people. Average people, they see difficulty in everything. They see difficulty. They see difficulty. Average people. Number 10, they will never do things differently. They do the same thing over and over, and they always expect different results. They do the same thing. They are always doing the same thing. They have no identity. They have no sense of clarity. I mean, those are average people. But look at the second kind of people that we have on the face of the earth. I mean, you have to classify yourself, what kind of person are you? Exceptional people, look at their own case. They are people who actually live. They have a sense of identity. They have a sense of life. So they live the life. They know that they are here to make contribution. They know that they have something to add to the people around them. They know that they have a contribution to make in their world. Exceptional people, they are products of their choices, not like the average people that are products of their feelings. Exceptional people, they are products of their choices. They know that whatever choice they make today will impact their tomorrow. Average people, they are only moved by their feelings. But exceptional people, they make choices. Before they make a decision, they count the cost. They look behind, they look ahead, they look everywhere, and they make informed choices because they know that if they climb the top of a building and they jump, they have two options. It's either they break a leg or they break their neck, or they land safely. They count the cost before they make their choices. Exceptional people, they are elevated by difficulties. But average people, they are drowned by difficulties. Exceptional people, they are being elevated. When there is a financial downturn, that's when they get their own elevation. That's when they boom in business. That's when they rise, because they know that during difficult times, during the time when things are low, that's when they invest. That's when they grow. That's when they become better. Let me take you through the story of one young man whose name is Isaac Abraham. His name is Isaac Abraham. There was a time that there was famine in the land. I mean, a major famine has hit the entire land. Nowhere to find food, nowhere to find drink. Everybody were dying in time of adversity. And he decided to make a choice to stay under an instruction, to stay in a particular place, to sow in that place. And that same year, when he sowed, he reaped 100-fold. But others, in time of famine, they were killing themselves, they were dying. So, exceptional people, they are elevated during difficult times. I remember when the COVID hit, and we didn't know what to do. I had to tell God, what am I going to do during this season in my business? Because COVID, nobody was printing any book with me anymore because there was no gathering. Where would they sell the book? And then the idea of an ebook dropped in my mind during COVID. And I made a lot of money from ebook. I brought the cost down to bearable minimum. And I shared with all my contacts, come and get your book online. This and this and that. And people were coming. It was 11,599 naira. 11,000. You get your ebook done. I will design your cover for you. I will do your layout for you. I will make it in a way that you can sell it to people, and it's encrypted. That idea came. It was during COVID that the YLA became a reality. During COVID, this vision that we are running today became a reality during COVID. Time of difficulty, the exceptional people are elevated. Exceptional people, they accept responsibilities for their failures. Exceptional people, they do not see failure as a person, they see failure as an event. Exceptional people, they use failure as a stepping stone towards success. Exceptional people, they are driven by purpose. They have a sense of purpose. They have a sense of identity. They have a sense of assignment. Exceptional people, they look beyond the problem. They see solutions. Exceptional people, even when in the time of problem, they devise solution around every problem. I remember when we were back in Ilorin, and they said they have relapsed the COVID, but that churches cannot gather a particular number. And we're planning wireless. I mean, some people are here who can testify to what I'm saying. We're planning Young Leaders Summit. I mean, apparently, Young Leaders Summit gave back to Young Leaders Academy anyway. We're planning Young Leaders Summit, and we could not gather. We knew we were having about 1,000+ participants, and we could not gather. And so immediately, the idea came. They look beyond problem, they see solution. So the problem was already on ground that we cannot gather crowd. So what do? We broke the conference into different locations. And immediately the idea dropped. We came up with about 11 locations for wireless. And at the end of the day, by the time we were pulling the attendance together, it was over 2,000. 11 locations. So few persons in different locations. In this location, we had this number, because we could not gather 1,000 or 2,000 in one location. Exceptional leaders, they look beyond the problem, they see solutions. Exceptional leaders, they invest their time and energy on the future. But average people, they invest their time on the past. They look at the past. They look at what they have achieved in the past. They look at how they have done this in the past. So they're always talking about the past. But exceptional people, they invest their time and energy on the future. I'd like you to develop the mind of an exceptional leader today. That's what I'm trying to drive into you. Exceptional people, they do the work and they don't talk the talk. They are not talkers. They are action-oriented people. Isaac Newton once said that all object remains at a state of rest until a force is applied. All object remains at a state of rest until a force is what is applied. Exceptional people, they see opportunities and they maximize opportunity. They see opportunities and they maximize every opportunity that comes their way. Exceptional people. Exceptional people, they have secrets in their lives that makes them exceptional. So you see anybody who is exceptional today, you need to find out their secrets, because they have secrets that make them become exceptional. And one of their secrets is dedication, commitment, and consistency. One of their secrets. You care to know how exceptional people do things differently? I share with you 6 of them. Number 1, they talk differently, they sleep differently, they read differently, they relate differently, they think differently, they act differently. 6 key things that exceptional people do. They think differently, they talk differently, they sleep differently. They don't sleep 8 hours per day. No. They hardly sleep. For many years now, since I was, I think, about 18 or 19 years old now. Now, I wake up 3 a.m. every day. 3 a.m. every day. Till now, since that time till now. Because I've trained my heart, trained my mind to be that way. When things changed in my situation, it still remained the same. Most of the time, I'm doing something. So exceptional people, they don't sleep away the time. I remember when I was in Ado-Ekiti, I had no job. I had to create a job for myself. God, I can't forget my time in Ado-Ekiti, because that was where I started my life. there was I had one portfolio like that I carry around with my laptop. The name of my laptop is Lenovo. Yeah, Lenovo. At that time, Lenovo was not a common laptop around. When you are using Lenovo, you are using a Chinko laptop. So one day I was taking it, I was going out with my laptop. I will be well dressed like this. I dress as a banker and I'm all out. Oh, one young lady saw me. He said, excuse me, sir, where are you working? I said, why do you ask? He said, because I always see you every day. You are dressed like this. Are you working in a bank? I said, do I look like a banker? She said, yes. I said, that means I'm working in a bank. She had to confront me. Say, where exactly are you working? Can you tell me the organization you work for? I had no organization working for anybody. I was working for nobody. I would wake up in the morning. I would dress like this, wear suits. If I want to wear shirt, I will wear shirt, put on blazer, and then I will carry my portfolio, and then I'm out. I will just be walking entire city. There was a time I went to erect an office inside an eatery. I will get into that eatery at a particular time, and I will be there. And then I started producing a bulletin, A4 size, front and back. I designed it, put my picture there, put advert of programs. I'm talking about 2005, 2006, 2007 now, many years ago. I produced the bulletin, A4 size, front and back. I will write some motivational words there. I was calling it Catalyst, and I produce it. I'll produce like 1,000 copies, and I will take it to all eateries in Ado-Ekiti. I will distribute to all churches. I will distribute in banks. I will put it there, put it in the banks. People that are coming there to withdraw money, they will. One day I was in Global Bank. It now became Intercontinental Bank. I was inside the bank and I was well dressed. So I came to drop some of my bulletin. And then somebody saw me in the bank. I said, please, he said, please, I need ATM card. I laughed because the person thought I was a banker. So, and I didn't pretend. When the person asked me, I said, oh, that's okay. Please see that person over there. She should be able to help you. The person thought I was working in the bank, and I had no money in my account. I had no kobo because even that bank, I trekked to the place. I trekked there. So people will be calling me that have read my bulletin. They will be calling me, hello, sir, how are you, sir? Please, sir, can I see you? Where's your office? I will give them description of that eatery. Please, I said, my schedules are very tight. I'm not sure I will be in the office. I had no office, so, said them, but by so time, I will be at so eatery. And it was in that eatery that I started all that I'm doing today. I started a program, then I called it Uncommon Leader Summit. Uncommon Leader Summit. Inside an eatery. I started with one person like this. And then it became 2, it became 3, it became 4, till it became 12. Inside that eatery, I will buy Coke and meat pie for them. And then gist them, tell them about leadership many years ago. And then it grew till the time that on top of that eatery, there's a particular church there, Global Harvest Church, Reverend Victor Adeyemi's church. I had to tell them that can they borrow me the hall for my first major conference? Because the eatery could not contain us again. The manager was already like, sir, this is already becoming something different. And then we moved up and we staged the first conference. We had 110 participants. I'm talking about 2007, 2006. So exceptional people, even when they had no job, they find something doing. They create something. I taught people, I said, you have no vision. You have no vision, create one. You have no platform, create one for yourself. Create one platform for yourself. You have no business, create one business, even if it is buying and selling. You must be selling something. You want to make it, you want to become big, you must have something you are selling. Because money responds to value. Money responds to value. So exceptional people, they talk differently, they sleep differently, they read differently. They are readers. They are readers. I don't have enough time. I will have showed you my chef. When I was moving into United Kingdom, I didn't bring a lot of clothes. When I got into the airport, they were shocked because they were like, okay, because I loaded my box with books. Despite the fact that I had given out about 1,000 of my books, I left them back in Nigeria. I carried the important ones that have shaped my life. I carried them with me. Some of those books have been with me for many years. There's one there by Robert Kiyosaki, Cash Flow Quadrants, Rich Dad Poor Dad. Is a big copy, a big copy. I wish I can pick it now and show you. You might probably have not seen that size of book. I bought it 2004. The date is there. 2004, many years ago. I bought that copy, and it has been with me till date. Since that time, I'm carrying it everywhere I go. The only place I don't know if I can carry it to is heaven, because we are not going to go in this body. So they read differently. They are readers. They are ardent readers. 2001, I met a guy. He was a fresh graduate of University of Ife, then young man. And I saw his library. I almost collapsed when I saw his library. He was young, but the guy said, you must be a reader. He was the one who gingered me to be a reader. And from that day I met the guy, I made up my mind that I'll be buying one book every month, one book every month, one book every month. Exceptional people, exceptional leaders, they are readers, ardent readers. Go and check your library. How many books do you have there? How many books? How many books have you read? How many? How many books do you have? It was Bishop Oyedepo who said that before he started the church, he said he read over 40 titles on how to start and run a church. We have flocks of young leaders today who have not read any book. Leaders, they are readers. They are readers. Readers. I've been reading since I was 19 years old, because at the age of 19, I had one great man spoke at an event, and he said, if you are 20 years old here, raise up your hand. I couldn't raise up my hand because I was close to 20, but I wasn't 20 yet. I was 19 plus. But then he said, if you are 20 years old and you don't have up to 20 books in your library, 20 life transforming books in your library, he said, you are going nowhere. I was afraid. I was 19 years old. 19 years old. He said, go and check your library. I ran back home to check under my pillow because I had no library. All my books were under my pillow. I had 4 books. Only 4 books that I had. At that meeting, I made up my mind. 1 book per month, 1 book per month. And I began to increase it. I began to increase it. And today, I can say I've read more than 4,000 books. I mean, I'm not boasting about it. I'm just telling you the books I've read, and I can tell you what is there. There was a time I was trying to buy one book by Leke Halder. I know many of us should know Leke Halder. He's a consultant, the consultant in charge who owns Halder Consulting. Powerful man. You can follow that man online. He wrote some books. One was 5,000 naira. It took me 5 years before I could afford one of those books. He has one book, 25,000 naira. Very big. I'm talking about years ago, 2000s. I'm talking about. I couldn't afford it. So exceptional leaders, they read differently. They relate differently. Exceptional leaders, they think differently. They are thinkers, creative thinkers. There's no time I will have gone into different kind of thinking, about 12 type of thinking that exceptional leaders do. I remember that John C. Maxwell was talking about a thinking room and a thinking chair. How do you think? Do you find time to sit down to think creatively about the future? Exceptional leaders, they act differently. They are action-oriented people. Isaac Newton once said, all object remains at a state of rest until a force is applied. Your life must not be like a wheelbarrow. Your life must not be like a wheelbarrow that stays glued to a position until somebody pushes it. Your life must not be like that, because success does not fall on your lap like a ripe pawpaw. You have to go out there and pluck it. So there's a guy that I will have shared his story, but I don't have much time. But let me just move on. There are 7 C's of exceptional people. 7 C's of exceptional people. Number 1, exceptional people or leaders, they are common people with uncommon traits. Common people with uncommon traits. They are consecrated people. They rely only on God. Exceptional people, they are confident people. They are confident of themselves. They are confident of their vision. Exceptional people, they are competent people. I'm talking about 7 C's of exceptional leaders, exceptional people. They are competent people. They are ready, they are reliable, they are redeemed. Ready, reliable, redeemed. They are ready, they are competent. They know their act. They know their field. They know what to do. And they have trained themselves to do it well. Exceptional people, they are credible people. They are people with integrity, credible. Exceptional people, they are committed people, committed to their vision in spite of all obstacles. They are committed. They stay glued to it until they achieve success. Exceptional people, they are courageous people. Courage. They are willing to accept ridicule. They are willing to accept risk. They are willing to accept results. Exceptional people, they are courageous people. They are like Joshua. They have courage. Kind. If there is one step I took in my journey, was a step to move into London. Very risky, but I took that step. I took that journey. I mean, coming into this space looks like I have to crash everything I was doing and then start all over again. It's a journey of faith, and I'm still in the journey. I was willing to accept ridicule. I was willing to take the risk, and I was willing to accept the results. People who are exceptional, they are courageous. Don't forget, they are common people. They are consecrated people. They are confident people. They are competent people. They are credible people. Are you competent? See, whatever field you find yourself, you must be competent. I've just been talking. Am I sure you are hearing me? Please let me know. Are you hearing me?
Yes, sir. We are with you.
Very well, sir.
I just discovered that I've just been talking.
Yes, sir, we can.
We are with you.
We are reacting in the chat room.
I didn't see that. Oh, wow, fantastic. Okay, that's good.
He's entering my body. Go ahead, sir.
That's good. That's good. That's good. So they are willing to accept ridicule. I was willing to accept ridicule. I mean, I've seen people ridicule me. They say, Pastor, you jackpot. Pastor, you left Nigeria. Pastor, you left ministry. Somebody spoke to me one day and said, you left your destiny in Nigeria to go and seek for greener pasture abroad. I said, I mean, I was willing to accept ridicule, to take risk, and to accept the results. And the journey, we are still in that journey. You see, as a leader, you must be confident. You must be competent. I worked with a particular leader at the time as his personal assistant years ago too. At a point, I felt I should leave working with him. So I resigned. Now, before I resigned, I calculated my salary. I was earning 37,500. So I divided my salary with the number of days I was working in that organization. So I saw that what I was earning in a day was less than 500 naira. So I asked myself, can I make 500 naira in a day? So I answered that question to be yes. And then I tendered my resignation letter. I wasn't sure of what was going to happen, but this is where I'm going. When I resigned, the man employed somebody. The person couldn't deliver exactly as I would deliver to him. So he employed another person. He retained the first guy and then employed somebody else. So he took two guys to replace what I was doing for him, and he was paying them differently. The one that paid me the most was that how I wish that while I was with him, he was paying me what he was paying those two guys. Because what the two guys were doing, I was doing them for him. So one day came, he requested that I come to see him. So I got to his office, and then the first guy he employed drew me to one corner. He said, "Excuse me, sir." He said, what did he call you to come and do? I said, he asked me to do this and this, that for him. He said, how do you know how to do that? I said, I know how to do it. He said, So the guy was shocked because two of them could not deliver that thing to their boss. So their boss had to call me after I had resigned from working with him to come and deliver that task for him. Are you competent? What you have been doing in that your field, can you boast to say, I can do it well? That's why today in my business, I have confidence. There was a guy that was talking to me recently. I said, excuse me, keep quiet. Keep quiet. I said, have I come to you to ask you to give me clients? He said, no. Did I beg you to give me any clients? He said, no. I said, the way I get my clients is through the quality of my job. Quality of my job. I'm into printing. I don't advertise. I don't do advertisement at all. You can hardly see on my status until recently. I started posting. I said, let me be showing people what I'm doing. But how have I gotten access to customers that even while here in London, I'm still competing with some printers and publishers in Nigeria? There was one guy that was fighting with me in Maduguri. He said, how can you be in London and you are bidding for a job in Maduguri and they are about to give you that job? He was angry. He said, I'm doing my work well. Competence. Exceptional people, they are competent, they are credible, they are committed to the vision, they are committed to the assignment, they are committed to their business, they are committed to the task. Before this night is over, I have to design like 3 books before tomorrow morning. And I have to deliver to my clients in Nigeria next week. And I have to deliver to the extent that they will not even feel it that I'm not in the country. Are you able to deliver results in whatever you are doing? Are you able to stay with integrity? I bought some gadgets from a particular company in Nigeria, just a small business anyway. I bought all the devices I'm using for my broadcast. See, I contacted them on Instagram and they answered me, delivered my products to time. No dubious activity. We have so many young people today that they cannot be trusted. They are not credible. Not credible. Once they take money from you like this, you will not hear from them again. If you have borrowed money to do business, are you credible? Are you credible? Can people trust you? If you collect materials on credit, are you credible enough? Are you credible enough to say, I collect 10 products, I will give them to you at the end of the month, I will pay back? Are you credible enough that you are credit worthy? But we have young people everywhere now running around, not credible. Nobody is ready to borrow them any money to start a business because they won't hear from them anymore. Credible, committed people, courageous people. Let me wrap it up before we go on what do we call it now? Breakout. So I will say a few things here. So there are top secrets exceptional leaders and exceptional people. Number one, acceptance of responsibility. Years ago, I listened to Dr. David Oyedepo. He said, if I fail, God is not the cause of my failure. The devil is not the cause of my failure. He said, I am the cause. I need to ask myself some questions. From that day, I began to take responsibility for my life. Top secret of exceptional leaders is what I'm sharing with you now. Responsibility is the father of authority. To live an exceptional life, you must learn to take responsibility for your life. You must learn to do what? To take responsibility for life. You must understand that you are a class material, not a street material. You are a class material and not a street material. Number two, exceptional people, one of their secrets, I'm sharing with you secrets now. Secret. They have what they call guileless passion. Guileless passion. They are so passionate about their vision. God is interested in those who are passionate for their work. The passion of your heart dictates the passion of your life. What are you willing to die for? What do you want to accomplish in your journey in life? Number three, top secrets of exceptional people. They have compassion for the needy. Your heart for people determines your height in life. There's a guy, his name is David Jesse. His name is David Jesse. Fantastic young guy. In his young age, he had 400 men that was with him. They were 400 men who had no direction, who had no plan of their journey, who had nowhere to go. But he turned them to mighty men of valor. He brought 400 battered, shattered, scattered, and deserted men. Their life was scattered, was shattered, was deserted, was battered. But this man turned them to mighty men of valor. If your life is not impacting others, then you are not living. You are only surviving. If your life is not impacting the life of others, you are not living, you are only surviving. This is what I call life wastage syndrome. Tell me, guys, what are you living for? I put out a video recently, I think last week, and a young man, and has been one guy he has been with me for many years now. He made a comment on that video. He said, this is one thing I have known about this man. He was talking about me. He said he has been teaching and talking about the same thing for many years. What are you living for? Number 4, act of service or act of service. Either of the two. You can call it act of service. You can call it act of service. Servanthood must be a part of your life if you must be exceptional. Servanthood. Those that will lead exceptionally well, they are people who want to serve. To lead is to serve. Lead to serve. Lead is what? To serve. Number 5, they have a lifestyle that they live by, and it's a lifestyle of sanctification. They don't try to get ready. They live ready. They live ready. Their life is ready. They are ready at all time for the journey that is ahead of them. Are you ready for the task that is coming ahead of you? How ready are you on this journey? Number 6, they live for a purpose. They live for a cause. The question have you asked yourself, you need to ask yourself is, what are you living for? What are you living for? Why are you on earth? What have you come here to do? What assignment are you here for? How long will you be here? Do you know it? Do you know how long you will be here? When you lack purpose, people will assist you with their own purpose. It was Miles Moreau who said, where purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable. Without a purpose, you live a life of no plan. Without a purpose, you are sunk. You must possess what I call a measurable purpose, a mobile purpose, a memorable purpose, and a moral purpose. 4 kinds of purpose you must possess. Measurable purpose, mobile purpose, memorable purpose, moral purpose. Number 7, top secret of exceptional people. They live with vision. They are men with vision. You must be seeing the future at all time. That's vision. To achieve the future, you must first perceive it. You must perceive it, and until you visualize the future, you cannot actualize it. You must see the future. You must see it. It must become a reality to you, the future. Vision. Write that vision down. Make it plain on the tablet so that the one that is running can read it. Write down the vision. Make it plain. The one that is running and read with you. For many years, I've been saying it. I say, a day is coming. I will land in Heathrow Airport in London. I have preached about it. I have said so many things about it. I have said it. Oh God. One day I went to preach somewhere and I was preaching. I got to a point. I said, a day is going to come. I will land in Heathrow Airport in London and I will see somebody that will say to me, I know you somewhere. You came to preach in our church. Blah, blah, blah. I have been saying it for many years. You know what happened? The day I was traveling into the UK, I wasn't even the one who booked my flight. The person who helped me to book my flight, and then book it through as where I was going to land. And then as I was landing, I saw somebody who came to me. Said, how are you, sir? I said, how are you? I didn't know the person. He says, I know you. You came to preach in our church. The same way I've been saying it for years. The 2 people came to me and said they know me. You must visualize the future. Visualize it. See the future. So it's important that you see the future, you seize the future, you perceive the future, you visualize the future, you actualize the future. 5 things there. See it, seize it, perceive it, visualize it, actualize it, and it will come to reality. What you don't see, you cannot assess. What does not cross your life, what does not cross your heart, cannot cross your life. So I will stop there so that we can break out now. Our breakout session. What should we do? Breakout session. I put it somewhere. Let me find it. Am I here alone?
We are with you, sir. Go ahead, sir.
We are together.
That's good. Oh, okay. There are some people on Telegram. Oh, that's cool. Oh, okay. Can see Pastor there. Thank you. All right, so let's go to our breakout section and discuss this. How can I lead effectively as an exceptional leader? What are the qualities that I must have as a leader? What are the qualities that I must have as a leader to be exceptional? So we can come up with 7 qualities. Let's see how we can merge it together in our respective groups. I think that's it. Thank you for having me.
All right, thank you so much, sir. That was amazing. All right, we're moving straight up into the breakout room so that we can maximize time. All right, thank you so much. We
Thank
can
you.
proceed to our breakout rooms.
Pastor Akin, celebrate you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. That was quite amazing. The silence was because of the digestion of the hard truths and the pills. They were pills and injection, a combination of the
Thank God, sir.
two. God.
In everything, they see difficulty. They see difficulty. Every people, number 10, they will never do things differently. They do the same thing over and over, and they always expect different results. They do the same thing. They are always doing the same thing. They have no identity. They have no sense of clarity. I mean, those are average people. But look at the second kind of people that we have on the face of the earth. I mean, you have to classify yourself what kind of person are you. Exceptional people, look at their own case. They are people who actually live. They have a sense of identity. They have a sense of life. So they live
Okay, so we'll be closing the rooms now.
Okay, are we set now?
Yes, sir. So we have
Oh,
about 25 seconds to
okay, in
get
the breakout session.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Okay.
10 seconds. Yes, I think everyone is back now. Welcome, everyone. Welcome.
Thank
If you can
you.
hear me, please let me know you
Thank
can
you.
hear
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, yeah.
Thank
Thank
you.
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah,
Thank
here.
you.
So maybe you give me like can you give me like 5 minutes?
Okay,
Yeah,
sir.
give me like 5 minutes or 3 minutes. I need to my power bank.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, I need to connect it to
All right,
to
no
you
problem.
guys. All right. So, but let's just continue with the session here.
Okay, sir.
Let's keep asking them questions. They should begin to drop from their respective units. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay, welcome back, everyone. I hope you all had a great discussion time during your breakout session. Don't worry, you'll soon see my face. I hope you all had a great time during the breakout session. So I knew we had 5 groups, and we also had people watching from YouTube that also went for their breakout session. So can we have room 1? Can we hear from your representative? Room 1, are you with us? Hello? Can you hear me, please? If you can hear me, say yay! If we can hear you.
Yay, we can hear you.
Thank you, Mr. Lushek. It's like Mr. Lushek is the only partner I have.
Yeah, we can hear you. We hear you.
Thank you, Mr. Simon. Thank you. Okay, so room 1, I don't want to start calling your names, please. Today is the last day for the BLC, and I'm sure that even me, my spirit is up. So I am sure that every other person on this platform, you've learned a lot and your spirits are high to share what you've learned. So okay, from room 1, who is your representative, please? So in room 1, we had Moyo, we had Tai Batolatunde, we had Tai Moses. Room 1, please, can we have your representative, please? Ha.
Good evening.
Thank God. Okay, can we hear from you? Thank you.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, sorry, I guess the network logged me out. So
Okay, it's fine.
I'm here to represent group 1.
Okay,
Am
ma,
I-
over to you.
Okay, so we discussed about the qualities to possess to be an exceptional leader. So firstly we said to be an exceptional leader, you must possess the qualities like being a common person with uncommon traits. Then secondly, they said if you want to be an exceptional leader, one of the qualities you must possess is the ability to lead while others follow. You won't be a leader that you'll be waiting until your followers do the work or do the assignment before you do it. But once you lead, definitely they will follow. Then possess active listening. You must be an active listener, just like the one Pastor Sheye talked about a few days ago, that you must know who you are dealing with, know your followers, know the people that are under you, know your colleagues very well. So you must possess an active listening. Then have empathy. You must, once you possess the active listening, you be an active listener, then definitely you'll be an empathic one. That's when you understand what they are feeling, how they are feeling. So this is part of the quality one must possess to be an exceptional leader. Then having a supportive trait. Then we have be an addict reader, not just any reader, but an addict one. You thought that, for example, now when our host was talking, when Pastor Tunji was talking, he said he reads, yes, he reads book he make sure he buys books every month and reads book. So it's not that we can't compare him to the person that just buy a book just to read, or because someone asks him or her to buy it. So if you want to be an exceptional leader, you must possess the quality of being an addict reader. Then resilience. Then the last one is resilience. So that's what we talk about.
Oh,
Simon.
thank you very much.
You're welcome, ma.
Thank you very much, ma. Okay, do you have any questions for Pastor Tunji?
No, there's no question, ma.
Okay, ma, no problem. Can we have room 2? Room 2, are you with us?
Okay, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, my name is Adefunke Emmanuel, and I'll be
Okay.
representing Group 2. So in our group, we discussed about some qualities of an exceptional leader. So we talked about perseverance. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Talk about perseverance. We said an exceptional leader needs to cultivate the habit, needs to develop his or herself to persevere. Must not be someone that gets tired easily, someone that easily gives up. So you must be willing to, go the extra mile. People will talk down on you. There'll be challenges. There'll be so many things that want to pull you back, but you just have to be determined and fix your gaze on the prize, on the goal that you are aiming for. Then we spoke about effective communication as a leader. You need to communicate effectively with your team. You need to know, when they are going through some challenges, when they are not so happy. You need to study their strengths and weaknesses as a leader, so you can actively know where to put them, where to focus their energy on. Then we spoke about authenticity and integrity. A good leader needs to be authentic, and you have to possess integrity. You should speak and people should meet it that way. Should not be someone that cannot be trusted. Then we spoke about self-leadership. That is, you need to lead yourself first before leading others. You need to be disciplined. You need to be prudent. You need, just like Daniel in the Bible, they said they were not going to eat out of the king's portion, and they stood by that regardless of whatever was meant to happen to them. So as a leader, you need to lead yourself first. You need to lead by example. Then we spoke about bold and being firm. You need to be bold as a leader. You need to be firm when you like give authorities, like when you ask your followers to do something, you just have to be firm. You don't need to bend rules too much, except unless you be taken for granted when they see that you're too lenient and all of that. You don't have to be a tyrant, but you just have to still be firm. Then we spoke about ability to impact others. So we said, as a leader, you need to consistently add value to yourself and also add value to others. You need to impact lives. You need to change people. You need to, teach people something. You just have to influence your community positively as a leader. Then lastly, we spoke about time management. A good leader needs to possess the ability to manage his or her time efficiently. You need to manage your time. You need to differentiate between, what is urgent and what can wait. So you just have to be able to manage your your time efficiently. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Do you have any question?
Like group 2 generally, or myself?
From your room?
Room. No,
yeah.
no. We don't have any question.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
sir. Mr. Olusegun, I can see your hand, but let us take the summary from each room first. Thank you, sir. Okay, can we have room 3, please? Room 3, are you here with us?
Okay, good evening.
Good
Yes, we are.
evening.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Okay, my name is Juliana, and I would be representing room 3. So the question says, qualities of an exceptional leader. What are the qualities that shows that you are an exceptional leader? So the first one we spoke about is, as an exceptional leader, you must have the ability to continually learn every day.
Yeah.
You must continue to learn every day. Exceptional leaders have a growth mindset, and they are committed to learning continuously and just to improve their self. They seek feedback, they embrace new knowledge, and encourage their team members to develop their skills. The second one we discussed about is empathy. As an exceptional leader, you must understand and consider the emotions of your team members. You must show empathy and support. You must create a positive and inclusive work environment for your team members. That makes you an exceptional leader. Number 3 is empowerment. As an exceptional leader, you must be ready to empower your team members. You must delegate responsibilities and provide them with resources that they need to support and to succeed in whatsoever they do. That makes you an exceptional leader. Number 4 is vision. As an exceptional leader, you must have a vision. You must have a clear vision of where they want to go. And you must inspire others to show and work towards that specific vision that you have. Number 5 is communication. As an exceptional leader, you must be an excellent communicator. You must be able to listen actively. You must be able to express they must be able to express themselves clearly and provide feedback effectively. That ensures that their team understands the goals, expectations, and changes. As a good leader, you must have the attributes of accountability. You must be able to take responsibilities of your actions and your outcomes. They hold themselves and their team members accountable for meeting their goals and delivering results. And another thing we discussed is you must have a good character. That makes you an exceptional leader. You must be ready to sacrifice. You must lead while others follow. You must be honest. You must lay down a strategic plan different from other leaders. So those are the few things that we discussed in our room. Thank you for the opportunity to share.
Yay!
Thank
room
you.
3 is winning. I can see you had a lot to discuss. Okay, Pastor Tunji, do you want to say anything about that, sir?
Are they all done now?
Okay, no, not yet. I thought you wanted to.
No, it's so excellent.
Okay,
I'm so
Thank you very much,
excited.
3. Yeah. Thank you very much. I can see that this program has really had an impact on every one of us, and can tell from even the way we are responding to this, to this sessions. Okay, can we room 3? Do you have any questions?
No question. Thank you.
Okay, so can we have room 4 now?
All right. My name is Samuel Boluwatife. I hope you can hear me.
Mr. Samuel, room 4, what is going on? Why are you always assigning Mr. Samuel? Okay, go ahead, sir.
All right. Like the previous group just said now, we could discover that exceptional leaders, they possess a very myriad qualities, countless qualities. And I was tempted to just say that room 3 has said it all. So in my group, actually, we were not able to speak a lot before we coordinate ourselves. But one of the things we pinpoint was that we made mention of those 7 attributes, which we started from vision, and we talked about vision, and we said that an exceptional leader, they have a very clear vision of where they want to go, and they are a source of inspiration to others to share and work towards the vision of others too. So, and the number 2 things we talked about was integrity. They uphold a high ethical standards, and they are faithful, they are accountable at all that they are doing. They are reliable. As an exceptional leader, you must be a reliable person. You must possess the quality of accountability. And the number 3 thing was okay, number 4 thing was that an exceptional leader must be an hardworking person. You must be able to work smart, and you must be hardworking. You shouldn't be the lazy type that expects the people you are leading to do everything for you, do the thinking, do the hard work, do everything. You are just there, just having the title or possess the position. So, and number 5 was that we said exceptional leader must possess an effective communication skills. That means you must be able to carry yourself wherever you find yourself, and you must be able to express that vision, that thing that you have inside of you. You must be able to express yourself. And number 6 was exceptional leader must be a decision maker, a very good decision maker. At the time of pressure, you must be able to make decisions that are costly, that are life-changing, that makes an impact. And number 7 was that resiliency. And I want to use Pastor Tunji as an example. He made mention of something the other time. He said 2007 at the E3, where he started a particular program. He was being resilient about it. I know there are a lot of obstacles, there are a lot of challenges that he must have passed through during those times till this moment, but he kept on being there. He kept on sticking to what he knows best. He said, someone said he all his life he has known him to be preaching about this particular thing. So resiliency is very important as a leader. It makes you stand out, and it makes you good, gain more experience. And one other thing that one of us added was decency, appearance. As an exceptional leader, you must be able to carry yourself well. You must be able to appear well, appear well, appear modest, appear decent wherever you find yourself. So those are the things that we're able to make mention. So, but we couldn't talk more on those things, and we couldn't get questions because the time was little. So that's what we did at room 4. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. We are still going to have room for questions, so everyone can prepare their questions. Thank you very much, room 4. So now I just hope it is not Mr. Olusegun that you are assigned to room 5.
You said?
Room 5, no. Mr.
I was in room 2, and it was
Oh,
Madam
okay.
Ade that spoke for us. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, it was so unfortunate that we didn't have any woman in our group.
Wow. Okay, so over to you, room 5. Can we have your representative, please?
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Okay, so in our group 5, we talked about the qualities of an exceptional leader, and one of the qualities was that an exceptional leader is someone who is willing to do things differently. Like, they are willing to do things differently. They are not scared of change. Rather, they are the change. They do things differently. And then exceptional leaders are those that are sacrificial. Like, they make sacrifices. They make sacrifices for those they are leading. They make sacrifices for family. They make sacrifices for their personal growth. They are sacrificial. And then exceptional leaders are those that are ethical. Like, they have ethical behaviors. They don't just do things. They have principle that guides them. They have ethical behaviors. And then they are also motivational. Like, an exceptional leader is someone that you can just look at, and then it's as if you can draw strength from them. Like listening to Pastor Tunji tonight, if there is anybody that feels like maybe their situation is the worst, or maybe they can't really amount to anything, just by listening to him, there is this strength that a person can just draw out of it and feel like, okay, that means there is still hope for me. There is still something I can still become. Like there is much to me. This is not the end of me. And then an exceptional leader is someone that is also visionary. Like the person has vision. The person is someone that can interpret their vision also. They then just say, I have this in mind, that they cannot really interpret. They're able to interpret it for others to follow. And then lastly, an exceptional leader is someone that, like, according to what he said at the beginning, is someone that stands on the class of his own. Like the person is in a class of his own. And that still has to do with, when I think group 4 was contributing, they said somebody that group 4, group 3, that somebody that is kind of disciplined and decent in their dressing and all that. And it takes an exceptional leader to be that, because they are not easily swayed by the things that are around. They are in their own class. Like they don't just copy everything. They are not just carried away by every wind that blows. No, they have principle. They have their own class. They stand for their own thing. And you can just look at them and you know that this is where this person is going. Like their life has a pointer. So that's what we talked about in our group.
Okay, thank you very much, Ma. I know if we give you more time, you still have more and more to say. But do you have any questions for Pastor Tunji from inside?
No, there was no question.
Okay, sir. So, sir, should we go ahead to take questions now?
Yes, let's go ahead.
Okay, so it's now time for questions and answers. If you have questions, please. Oh, sorry, I omitted the breakout sessions for the YouTube. So let me just read out their summary, sir. Okay, so for those that participated on YouTube, they stated qualities of an exceptional leader. They stated qualities of an exceptional leader. They said 1, an exceptional leader lead from the back. 2, humility. 3, even when down, he must be able to encourage others. An exceptional leader is sacrificial, he has perseverance, and empower others, and never be afraid to give power to others. Thank you very much to everyone that joined on YouTube and for participating in this breakout session. So straight up to going forward to questions and answers now. If you have questions, you can just signify by raising your hand, and if you can just also type in the chat box so that we can read out your question. I know the first person is Mr. Olusegun, so you can go ahead, sir. No, you don't have a question anymore. You can unmute your mic.
No, not at all. I was actually trying to get a clarification, but no, I've gotten it. Don't worry. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. So I heard someone's voice now. Who has a question, please? Okay, Princess Juliana.
Okay, I have a question. Yes, please. Okay, good evening once again. Thank you for the opportunity to ask my question. So my question is, I have a team I work with. I work with a real estate company, and we are being shared into different teams. So in my team, I happen to be my team lead. And so I want to ask, how can I inspire my team to work towards our vision? Because each team, we were given a vision and mission statements that we should work towards. And I've tried as much as possible to inspire them so as to work towards that vision, but I'm finding it difficult. So how can I go about that? Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, Ma. Over to you, Pastor Tunji.
Okay, yeah. 2 ways. It could be very challenging working with a team, I must say. But the first thing to do is to model division. Model division. That is, by that I mean, let them see you do it yourself. Let them see you act division. Now, when they see you act division, when they see you do what you are asking them to do, they automatically fall in place. So do it first and allow them to follow. Now, and you keep doing it, and then you keep them on track. You keep checking on them, you keep them on track. Now, there are levels. When Pastor Sheye was teaching us on Monday, she talked about the 5 levels of leadership. She talked about positional leadership. She talked about permissive leadership. Now, the first level of leadership is position, and it's also the lowest level of leadership. So, you have been put in an organization to lead a team. They see you as the leader. They respect you because you have that position. But for you to lead them effectively, you must move to permission. How then do you move to permission? You must show them love. You must show them that you care about them. You must care about every member of your team. You must know what is going on in their life. You must know their problems. You must know their challenges. And you must show concern for whatever also concerns them. So when you show interest in their lives, you show interest in their pain, in their joy, you share in their joy, you share in their pain, they naturally begin to love you and they begin to follow you to achieve a dream and a vision. So now what I've just explained now is not an easy task, but you have to ensure to do it to gain access to their followership and to achieve the vision. Now, you also put them on track. You put them in check. Then you give them what to do. You tell them what to do while you are also modeling it. Not that you are just telling them to do it. You are also modeling it. Then many a times you have to do the task for them to follow. Now, there are some of the tasks that you have to get done by yourself when you are in a team. By the time they see you doing it, they see you do it and do it over and over and over and over and over and over. Somehow, it will become a part and parcel of them and they will fall into action. That's what I can say for now. I hope I've answered you.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
Yes, very well, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Okay, so we have another question from the chat box. It says, when it comes to a situation whereby you work with different types of heads and you give them instructions and they complain at the end of the day about the economy these days, even when, sorry, I'm just trying to get, even when
Somebody is there who needs to be muted, right?
yes, sir.
Martins,
Okay, can I go ahead to read on the question now? Please, if you're not talking, please kindly mute your mics, please. Thank you very much. So let me read the question again, sir. It says, when it comes to a situation whereby you work with different types of heads and you give them instructions and they complain at the end of the day about the economy these days, even when you help financially and still not get, I'm sorry, I cannot see that clearly from my end, but do you just leave them and just stay as their leader and let all keep calm?
Okay, let me help with the part that you can't see. It says, even when you help financially and still not get result, what do you do?
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so did you get the question, sir?
Yes, I get it. Yeah, it looks a bit tidy. Yeah. Now you keep talking to them. Keep talking to them. Yes, keep talking to them. Sometimes, like I was telling Princess Monica the other time, sometimes you have to get the task done by yourself. No organization is perfect. And then I can use several organizations, even our own. I mean, I love the way Shea Benjamin spoke on Monday. You know, she was very plain. I mean, even admitting our own fault in leadership, and she used it as an example for us. So we can also use YLA as an example. Yeah, we have people on our team who were not functional when we started this journey. Some have remained non-functional even up till now, but we kept doing what we could do, and we kept moving on with those who could do. Many of the things that needs to be done, I have to get them done by myself. And I have to do it to ensure that things work. So as the leader, what I'm trying to drag there is that you must be ready to take responsibility. I understand that there are economic challenges in the country right now, especially in Nigeria. It's not smooth here in the UK also. I mean, apart from inflation, the work model here is different from the work model in Nigeria. So it's not as smooth as many people think. So, I mean, so now, but you keep supporting them, you keep helping them, you keep managing them, you keep managing the situation. As a leader, you must gain access to what I call a large heart. Ability to accept the default and the mistakes and the errors of others. And ability to also continue in the face of every difficulty. So if you have heads and you give them instructions and they complain at the end of the day, even when you now help them financially. Now, I've seen this happen before. Let me give you an instance. This YLA that we are doing, we have somebody who sponsored 5 people. I don't think those 5 people came. Somebody sponsored 10 people. Those 10 people did not come. Somebody again sponsored another 10 persons. I can't see some of them. Now, so if we have 25 people that were sponsored because of economic challenges and they paid for them, we should have them here, but they are not. The same thing happened last year when we had YLA ALC, because of course I need to let you know that we have advanced class for this course that we are doing. So, and I'm introducing the advanced class to you right now. There will be a discount for all the participants of this BLC. We will give you a discount for the ALC. The ALC is the advanced leadership class. It's always more powerful than the BLC. The BLC is just like kindergarten. So, but the ALC this year, I can't tell you who we are bringing as the speaker. I mean, we may just have just one speaker. I mean, I don't know. So, but then I'm trying to say that when we had ALC last year, we had 187 people that registered with 25. 187 people. All of them didn't pay 187. So, I mean, didn't pay 25. Some people paid 2,000. Some people pay 1,500. Some people, they paid for them. Some people paid 2,500. Some people paid, those few people paid 2,500. But when we were doing the class, I think Jumoke, you were there. Now, well, are we up to only one session? I think P. Daniel session that we had over 100. The rest, we didn't have up to that. Where are they? And they paid. Somebody paid for them. So even when you help people financially, you may still not get results. What then do you do? Find a way to get the results yourself. And I'll give you one example. We have some people who are in charge of our media. We have some people who are in charge of publicity. We have some people who are in charge of this and that for YLA. But things were not moving. We have tried to do what we can do, challenge them, help this and that, but it wasn't going on. And then it occurred to me that we won't get results the way we are going. We kept on, so it was now almost looking as if we want to now begin to fight one another. So I just sat down one day and I told myself, why do I need to be angry? So why can't I take action? So I took action on myself and said, okay, I'll be creating content by myself. So as a leader, you must take responsibility. You must take responsibility. The final flyer that we had for YLA, I did the final work on the flyer myself. Yet we have a media team, but the person might be busy, might have challenges. There's no light in the country. See, almost everybody is in a dark place now. So challenges are everywhere. So I had to employ one guy. At a point, I had to sit down and employ somebody. I said, oh, you'll be helping us to manage our Instagram page. You will create the content. I will also create content for you. Because we have a content team that are not functional. What do? We can't force them because YLA is a non-profit organization. And when I say a non-profit organization, I mean a non-profit organization. So I had to employ one guy. The guy will create the content. Sometimes I will create the content and send to him. He will design it, and then he will post it on our Instagram. And he does that 3 times a week. So 3 times a week now on our Instagram page, we have a post there. So if you go and check our Instagram page now, just check between February and now, or January ending and now, you will see that there have been a lot of posts regularly. So when things are not working, you need to come to yourself and devise another means that will make things to work. The output of what you want to get is results. So because you are also reporting to somebody, you must get results. So for you to get results, you must act as a leader. So as a leader, that's what I have had to do. And I have to be paying that person an amount above 20,000 naira every month. And then the person has been working, so sometimes you might need to go some route to achieve results. I learned this from our Father in the Lord, the General Overseer of the Redeemed Percentage of God. When he gives an assignment to do, he gives to somebody else. When he sees that you're not doing the assignment, he will not talk. He will find somebody else to do it so that you don't fight. So me too, I've decided these days that I'm not going to fight with anybody anymore. If you're not doing what you're supposed to do, we get it to somebody else to achieve it. So keep moving. So do you just leave them and just stay as their leader and let all people come? No, don't leave them. Don't just stay as their leader, because as a leader, somebody said, if you think you are leading and there's nobody following you, you're only taking a walk. You're only taking a stroll. So don't just leave them. Keep on them. Keep at them. We have people who are in charge of our publicity. They couldn't achieve much, but I have to also be on it to also help them achieve it. I did that by myself on WhatsApp. I did publicity. We were sending emails, or sometimes I have to post myself. Okay, and I can give example today. Now, the session of today, I posted by myself on the page. I forgot all through. But then when it was almost time, I posted. Imagine me posting myself that I'm going to be speaking tonight. Is there a crime in it? No. I'm the leader, yes. But if I did not post, like I didn't post this morning now, nobody posted now. So, and I have to post. Did this stop me from taking my session tonight? No, now. If I didn't post it, nothing will happen. So sometimes as the leader, you have to swing yourself into action. Like I've said in my session, leadership is servanthood. So be ready to do. Be ready to do. I did videos. I was talking to the speakers. I was doing everything. Mostly I was doing. Then when some people saw that I was doing some things, they also woke up and did. Now, I'm not saying that I did everything, no, but I had to do certain things to achieve the result that we are having today. And some people, when they saw that I was also doing much, they also came on board, and then they began to do. You know, so on your team, you may not have every one of them to do as you want. As the leader, that's why as a leader, you must be exceptional. That's the essence of our session tonight. When we talk about being exceptional, you must know how to do different things. If you cannot achieve different things, check who can achieve it for you and put the person on track to do it. Let me stop at that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Leadership is
okay.
responsibility.
Yes. Sorry, please. Somebody
Yes,
also said something very, very important. I saw it on the comment now. He said, try to also celebrate their little effort. Now, celebrate the little effort of your team members. No matter how little it is, celebrate it. Very important. As a leader, I try to check myself. Maybe in that area, I'm not good enough, and I need to keep up with myself also. You know, the little that people do on your team, celebrate them. The little they do, celebrate them. No matter how little you can, try. And that's why, to us at YLA, we try our best. At least this year now, we've had people who had their birthdays, and we have to celebrate them. We do a flyer for them. We also gave them cash gifts. For some of the team members who are here, who don't know, we did. We have had 3 people now who have celebrated birthday this year. Whether they were functional or they are not functional, we gave them birthday gifts. We did a flyer for them. Only one of them, we didn't do a flyer because at that time, I've not gotten a permanent person that will be doing birthday flyer. So we did birthday flyer for 2, and we gave them cash gifts. The one we didn't do flyer for, we gave cash gifts. They may be listening to me right now, and they can confirm in the chat box whether I'm telling the truth or I'm telling lies. They can confirm. So we give them cash gifts, and we gave them a flyer, and we celebrated them and posted. So the other team members who are here, who have not celebrated their birthday, or they have celebrated that I don't know, you might need to let me know now, because I've only done for the ones that I'm able to connect with, so that I know that this is their birthday. So celebrate their little effort, no matter how little. Even if it was just that they made a call to do something on your team, celebrate them. Thank you, Oluwasegun. I'm not the one who said that. It was Oluwasegun Olaniyi who said it, and I copied it. I'm only reading it out. So that's it. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Now that you mentioned gifts, I saw one of my team members that said, Miss Jumi, I'm coming for you. You did not give me gifts. No
I
problem.
can see
We'll
that. That's
discuss after the
Janet.
session. Yes, sir. Okay, thank you very much, sir. Do we still have any question?
Okay, I see Samuel saying I saw one of the flyers online. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yes.
Is there still any question?
Yes, I have just one question, sir.
Okay.
Whereby in a situation whereby you don't know you possess the gift because you don't get a chance or an organization anywhere to showcase the gift, but in any chance you get, maybe in an organization like this or in a class like this, you just try to do it, and there's when you know, okay, I possess this thing, I can do this thing. But what can that person do like that? Do you understand, sir?
I don't really understand, but let me ask, is there
Okay.
a gift that you have exhibited in this our program now?
Actually, I'm the type that I don't used to I say this low self-esteem something, like I used to find it so difficult to express myself in public or with people, because I used to feel like, oh, but what if I make correction? What if people use this again? Something like that. So, but and also maybe they gave me an assignment, just normal assignment outside, not even here, and I did it, or do it, and I was able to, and like I was so proud of myself. Oh, word of at least for you to do this kind of thing. So what can I do, or what should we do? I don't know if you understand.
Okay. Is there anybody that can explain that question to me again very well?
Okay, so I think what she's saying is that she's maybe a shy person that cannot express herself outside, but I think she got the opportunity to do that at some point and she did it well. But I think she still have issues of still being able to express herself, and she feels she has that.
Thank you guys.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you, yes.
Yes, and she feels she has that gift to be able to speak outside, maybe alcohol, host events and that. What should she do, sir? And also
Okay.
the aspect of when assignments are given, she's not always
Okay, so
she's looking.
number one, you must learn to overcome low self-esteem. Now, I used to have low self-esteem, but I had to build a lot of strong confidence in myself. I had to tell myself I am the best version of myself. Nobody is better than me. I am the best. So, and anytime you find yourself in a group of people like that, do your bit, do your best, express yourself. Whether you make mistake or you commit any error, just express yourself. You don't become the best in a day. You keep doing it until you become the best version of yourself. So don't allow fear of failure or fear of the unknown to grip you. Don't be afraid of anything. Keep doing it. You might need to read a few books on you can read a book. If you read any book by Joyce Meyer, you can find any book by Joyce Meyer. They talk more. She talks more because she went through a lot. So she talked more about how to build strong self-esteem. So build confidence in yourself, and you can volunteer for YLA too because we give expression. Yeah. Jumoke, who is our anchor today, was a participant at ALC, but today she's an anchor at YLA, and then she's one of the team leads. This program this week, she has led virtually everything as herself and Pastor Joshua. So you can volunteer. We give you opportunity to express yourself in this place. We don't intimidate people, and so I believe in you, and I believe that you are the best version of yourself. You have something inside you that the world needs, and you need to express it to the world. Don't be afraid. Keep moving, and success is yours. I believe I've answered you.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Do we still have any question?
Yeah, because we still have a task to do. I didn't mention this one to anybody, but we have a task to still do tonight before we wrap it up.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So
any question, please? Okay. In the absence of none, you can go ahead, sir.
Okay. So in the absence of none, we have 3 of these guys. If you are online, not sure, I don't know your names, but I believe you know yourself. 3 people who are part of the SME support. Okay, somebody is okay. A part of the SME support. I can still see Samuel. Okay, Samuel is here. Farmer Kinde Janet is here. What of the third person?
She said that they had light issue at their areas, so she's not online. Actually, she was online before.
Who is speaking now?
This Janet, sir.
Oh, so the other person is your friend too.
Actually, she's not my friend. We graduated together.
Like 3 of you, yeah, 3 of you are friends.
No. It's
Do
only,
you know Samuel too?
No, I did not know him, sir.
Okay, no problem. So please, now let me explain to every one of us who are still on this platform. Yes, we are done with the session, but don't go. We have 2 things to still do. Number one is that this year we decided to come up with SME support for some people. We put out for people for our community, YLA community. Now, we don't have funding, basically, but we just thought of what we can do to support 1 or 2 persons. So it's not big something, basically, but something that at least they can say, oh, we receive a support from YLA. So it could come in form of a grant, it could come in form of loan. It doesn't matter which way it comes. I don't know yet, but I want them to present. I will give them 3 minutes. I don't know if you are able to present yourself in 3 minutes, what you want to do, what you need to do it, how you will do it to achieve results. 3 things: what you want to do, what you need to do it, how you will achieve it in 3 minutes. Or let me give you 5 minutes. If you can achieve it within 5 minutes, because we need to close this session in the next 20 minutes. So I'll give you 3 minutes, express yourself. So we have 3 people, but 2 are here tonight. But you might need, I don't know if you are able to on your video so that people can see you. So I will give Samuel the first go, and then Janet will come after.
Okay.
So I'm sorry. So they have submitted their business proposals. I've read it, but it's not clear. I'm not able to see some things that I'm expecting there yet. So I'm not seriously a finance person, basically, but so let them present, let them show to us that they know what they want to do. Yeah, you can go ahead. Is it not here anymore? Janet, you can go ahead. If it's not there, you can go ahead, Janet, if you are there.
Okay, sir. Sorry, sir. What I heard is what you want to do and how you want to do. I couldn't hear the third one, sir.
What you want to do, what
Okay.
you need to do it, how you will achieve your results.
Okay.
3 minutes.
Okay,
Are we
sir.
able to see your video at all?
There's no lights.
Okay,
here.
just continue.
Okay, sir. So my name is Famakinde Kade Janet. I'm the managing director of High Class Collections, whereby we sell perfume, body spray, roll-on, body spray, perfume oil, and so something like that. That we deal with the latest trend of perfume, fragrance watch. Then the other one is hair styling. That is, we deal with how to make hair, either Ghana weaving, ponytails, all kind of hairstyles for people.
Sorry. I think the network. Sorry.
Yeah, just mute yourself. Mute yourself. Somebody's already speaking.
Okay. So that's the part. That's what we did in our for our brand. Then and about how I want to do it. We've been an online business for like 2 years now, actually, but we have not been having a physical store whereby people can walk in. So with the help of this grant or loan, it will help us to add more, because these are I'm also only retail. I deal with retail, not wholesale. So with this help of these grants, it will help us to be an wholesaler. This will make us to generate the income, the ROI, earlier than selling it in one piece. Then what do you want to be? Part of what you want to use the money for is marketing, that is advertisement and all. Then we are getting of goods, then also about putting part of the money into to have a working store. So in conclusion, with this money, it will help us, it will make us to be well known, it will create visibility for us, it will serve as an employment to us, because with this, if we start like this, from this minor or mini one, it can generate to a higher brand. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So please, is there anyone that has ask question for them, please, I need you to ask them question. So because the way she has presented now is looking more like what she put in her proposal. So for me personally now, I'm not clear. So anybody that has direct questions to ask, please ask. Please, let's do that now.
Please, any questions from anybody, please?
Yes,
Okay,
good
Mr.
evening.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
Good
Okay,
evening, everybody.
Who is going first among the two of you? Somebody should go first.
All right, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Amen.
Yes, sir. My question to her is, does she want to be producing the oil perfume, or she has a main source where she gets her perfume from? And what is this? What visibility study have you really done on it? Or what background check have you really done on it? That's just my question for her, sir.
Okay, thank you. Actually, I'm not the one producing the oil by myself. I have the wholesalers where I get the goods, the original oil from. And about the marketing that I've done about it, yes, I've gone to the market to check the price, and that's where I get to know the various kind of one that we have. Like there is where we can get original ones and where you can get this fake one too. So I think I answered that, right?
Question for her. Yeah, Mr. Lani.
Okay, thank you very much. That's a brilliant idea, I must say, Janet. But my question is, basically, if you want to go into a business, then definitely there's a problem you are solving either in your community or in your cycle. So what you intend to be doing as a business, have you discovered around you that people need that thing in particular, or what problem in particular are you trying to address? Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Actually, the values that we are bringing to the environment is, let me say, like employment opportunities, because part of our plans is to get to make it unisex salon, whereby we can have both for the male and for the female. So by hiring an hairstylist to do that. And also another thing that we are trying to solve is bringing more I want to say bringing more brands to the area, because there are some areas, not all the areas here. Let me use Oshodo as an example. It's not all the areas there in Oshodo that we have people that can that is not all the area we have this hair making, something like that. And also it's for the products, it's mixed and like taking it closer to people at the local level. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so now there are two things I'm hearing. I could hear oil, I could hear hairdressing. Which one is it?
Is the two, sir? Like this,
Okay,
there's
it's the
product
two.
and there is service. Yes, product is
Okay,
for that perfume and service
and
is
then there
for
is service.
anything.
So
Yes, sir.
now, how much are you looking at? Or let me say, how much are you applying for? We have minimum amount, we have maximum, which was stated in the flyer.
Yes, actually looking for the maximum, that is the maximum amount in which I will use to add more to it. What we make
Be specific.
Okay.
Because in your proposal, it was not stated there too.
I stated based on the maximum amount that it was on the flyer. That's where I said I will use the percent. I will use like 30%. I use 30 to 40% to get goods. Then 5% for advertisements, and that is marketing. Then another percent is for the adding it to get a working store. So if I want to base on the everything that will be needed, it will be higher than the maximum amount. But with the
So how
maximum
much are
amount,
you applying for now?
1 M, sir.
1 M. Okay.
Eh,
What?
sir,
No.
I don't understand.
No, why I asked that question is that I said that on the flyer, we have minimum amount, we have
And we have,
maximum amount. The minimum amount is 100,000
yes,
and the
sir.
max is 500,000.
Yes, sir.
So we have 3 people on ground right now. So we will know who among the 3 of you is going to go for whatever amount, but in my own mind, I want the 3 of you to have something. The 3 of you. Now, but you need to prove it. I've not seen that proof. So now, like I said, we are doing only a support. So our support can come in form of a grant. We can say we give you the money. It can come in form of a loan because I need to also see, or we need to also see the viability. Where are you based?
Osun State, sir. Oshogbo.
Oshogbo. What of
Yes,
your
sir.
second person too that is not online? Osun State.
And yes, but she's in, I think, around Elisha.
Okay, now are you operating physically right now?
No, sir.
So you operate online right now?
Online, yes, and home service.
So home service, you go to make air for people, home service.
Yes, sir.
Then online, you sell the product online, right?
Yes, sir.
Which is the oil?
Which is yes, perfume. It's not only oil, sir. The oil is different. There's perfume oil. In that fragrance world, we have perfume oil, we have body spray, we have diffuser and all.
Okay, so if you are buying a perfume oil or spray, how much are you buying in your how much do you buy? What's the bulk of what you buy?
The bulk of the one I bought last, it was the range of 100,000, sir.
100,000.
Yes,
So
sir.
when you buy it and you sell, how much do you make?
From that one I bought for that 100,000, I make like something up to 200 to 50, sir.
200 to 250,000.
Yes, sir. If I should sell it based on retail price.
In the oil, you know.
It's not only oil, sir. You know, for example, now if you get
Can you
a
see
good
two people are laughing? I don't know why they are laughing, but 2 people are laughing. I don't know the reason why they are laughing.
Okay,
So
sorry, sir. I don't know if I can
we are
ask a
keeping on
question.
about oil buy okay. Come on,
no, not like that, sir. Not like that, sir. The thing is, if you buy a pack, like now, before goods were expensive, if you buy a perfume oil worth of 150 or 300, we sell it at the rate of 700. So if you calculate that one if you calculate it in dozens price, and also if you buy perfume for 1.5, we can sell 3.5. Depends on how you market your goods. So
Okay.
if you get your money in bulk,
that's okay. So the last product you bought now, you bought it for 100,000.
Yes, sir.
And you sold it for 250,000.
I've not sold everything finished, sir.
Oh, we are not finished selling everything?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are we going to be able to see the inflow and outflow of this thing? Or is it that you collect money by hand?
I did not get that question, sir.
Can we be sure to see the inflow and outflow of how you buy the product and when you sell, how it gets into the account and how you pull it out?
For this current that I'm selling, right?
Yes.
No, sir.
So that means you don't have financial plan.
Actually, for this one, I did not. Thank God for the last class that.
Okay, so I have an answer. I have a direct answer for you right now. Does anybody have anything to say to her?
Okay, so I just seem not to be so clear, sir.
Yes.
Lady Janet, you are into.
Yes, ma'am.
You make air.
Yes,
you
ma'am.
plate air. Then
yes,
you're also into perfume oils.
Into fragrance, sir.
fragrance? That is, do you make them yourself?
No, I don't. That's why I said I don't make
Okay,
perfume
so you're
on.
just like a distributor.
Yes, ma.
Okay. So what exactly do you need this support for?
Okay. I need it to get more goods so I can be selling it at wholesale price, that is, and getting the money in bulk, and also to invest it more into my hairstyling.
Okay, so
Like
how
I'm
far have you
planning
gone?
to,
How far have you gone with your hairstyling, ma'am?
yes, I'm planning to get, because I just finished my NYC, so planning to get a store. I've asked about the store, the location. So just to invest, having a working store.
Okay, you want to get a place where you can open
Yes,
for people to
yes,
come in to make their hair.
yes, ma'am.
And you also want to still, you want to go beyond selling um oils, perfume in pieces to an wholesale
Okay.
business.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's the question I actually want to ask. But right now,
Okay.
were
Sorry,
you,
can I
did you?
quickly?
Okay, go ahead, sir.
Okay, good evening.
Good evening,
Yeah,
sir.
I've been listening. My name is Afolabi Adegiyi. I was listening. So, the lady with the business plan, actually, I don't know why pastor is not really clear, but let me throw little light to what she has said. But just like you have just asked presently, now is that the oil business, the oil fragrance business, and the hairdressing business. Now, these are two business entirely. So, if you are pitching a particular business that you need funding for, I think you need to focus on one. Let
That's
us know,
correct. Correct.
or
Yeah.
let pastor know where you are facing. If it is the oil business that you want to, oil pure fragrance business, just like you have said, let them know that this is what you need funding for. Now you are now led to now wherever they give you is going to serve as your capital, which is going to be as what you are going to use to do turnover. So if you are now from your profits where you keep or you are saving, you are prudent enough, and you can now okay, oh, I've done so well in this business. Let me let me invest or let me add another business that I can invest in. But you can't just pitch two business together at the same time and say you need this one, where this one go like this, I'll use this money to also incorporate my hair business, my this and that. No, you are getting it mixed up. So let's be specific, be direct. Okay, oil business, this is what I want to do. Focus on it and let's know that this is the amount of money you want to focus on. So, sir, hope I've spoken with something, sir.
Yes, yes, yes. Very, very, very important. Very good. Very, very valid point. Okay. So, Olani, you want to say something?
Yes, sir. I just want to add something as regards cash flow. I will also advise, even though you have not been doing it, I will advise that henceforth you should have a cash flow. That's if you are able to invest 150,000 naira in a business, okay, you are able to dispatch it either in bulk, and when you receive your goods, you should know when, maybe let me give an example. You receive a goods of 150,000 and you are expected to sell it and make the profit of another 150,000. That is like 150,000 return on investment. You are expected to know how much you are going to sell within a week or in a day. That will enhance you to know your sales target, how much you have sold for the first week, how much you are selling for the second week, and how much you can sell for the third week. That will enable you to know the time frame. Because if you say you invest 150,000 today, and maybe it takes you like 3 years before you finish selling the product, before you can even have the gain of 150,000, to us, it may look like a viable business, but because of the long duration of the finance, that before you can get your return on investment and even make your profit. So there's a need for you to also do your cash flow analysis to enable you to actually get to be able to give the financial method of your business. But I can tell you that you're going places with the dream that you have. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, let's have the second person. For those of us who want to still stay, please stay in. Especially these guys who are asking questions. Samuel, please stay in. Olani, please stay in. The other person who spoke before Mr. Olani now, please stay in. Then the rest of us that wants to stay, please stay in. We need to get these people into something. So yeah, Mr. Samuel, you are free to speak now.
All right. Good evening.
Yeah, you have your own proposal is very detailed. It's so much too. I didn't know how to even read everything. So, but we give you a few minutes. Then Jumoke, please continue the anchoring. And I need to do something right now urgently. So, but continue to do the anchoring. I'll be listening in the background, but my video will not be on. So, Mr. Samuel, I will be listening to you. So I will also make comments when I want to make comments. But once you finish speaking, I like every other person to ask him questions so that we know where to go. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, sir.
Then the other person, Janet, don't go, still stay on the line.
All right, sir.
Okay,
All right.
you can go ahead, Mr. Samuel.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. Well, the name of this business is Pen Ashes clothing brand. So I'm actually running a little branding business where I deal majorly on clothes for now. And one of my sort of inspiration and people that I look up to are the world-known, renowned brands like the Chanel, Louis Vuitton, and all the stuff. I know many of us will see and like, this guy, you are dreaming to be good. So
It's good
I've
to
always
dream
had
big,
that
sir.
dream. And actually, I based on creating comfortable wears for now. I
Okay.
do tees, I do cheap
Sorry,
dresses, I
let me
do
cut you there. Let me cut you there. Now, your background, this background that you are using for this Zoom, are those your products?
You said?
Your background, your video
Yes,
background.
sir.
Able to
Yes,
hear
sir.
you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's part of it, sir. I'm also wearing
Okay, so please, guys.
one of
Okay,
my
so look at what he's wearing. Look at the background that he used. That is his business.
so
All right, go ahead.
this is the logo here. So well, I'm not prepared for this, but actually, so one of the things that those are part of the things basically that I do. And we have been running this business since last year. I started last year. It has been on my mind for a very long time, but I had the courage to start last year. And I starting last year was like a trial for me actually, and it's worked out fine. And I was able to make sales. I was able to do some printings. I was able to sew some shirts, and I wasn't planning for this. I would have done some display for you guys to see. So I was able to do one or two things, and it came out well actually, and I got good response. And like I said it was like a trial version for me. So I had a lot of issues with the business that I've been trying to save up for now. And I discovered that one of the issues that I had with the business is equipment. Equipment majorly because if you are into clothing business, you use equipment. So one of the part of the equipments that I'm having issues with is the design software to do some designing and sewing machines, pattern making tools, fabric inspection machine, embroidery machines, printing equipment. These are the things that are actually needed during the time of trial, and I've been saving up for many of it. I don't want to. My proposal is elaborate actually. I don't know how to put it, but those are the things I actually need. And if you want to talk about what I needed, actually, the amount that I needed for this business to scale to another level, I think I'll be needing nothing less than 15 million naira to be comfortable. But right now, with YLA support, I think I'll be bidding for the 500,000 to get my sewing machine and my digital printing machine. That means presser, rather, heat presser machine for now. And I think getting materials is not a problem for me right now. But the machines that will make my work easier and will make the work having a meaning for now, that is what I need. So I think throughout last year, I think I did, I started November 9th. I started November 9. Thank you, Steam Press. So I started November 9 last year, and November to December, I did a little brand opening for a PR, now, and I did a little publicity, and I was able to do, I think I make over 20 plus clothing of different patterns. That was when I did this seller,
Okay.
and I was able to make, I think, the estimate, okay, I don't have it here. I'm in a hotel right now, I'm not at home. So the estimate that I did was, I think I spent close to 50,000 naira for everything that I did, the packaging, the nylon, the printing over everything. So, and I think my return was close to 80,000 because more of it was like I wasn't going after profit. I was going after letting people know me. So I got the profit of about 30,000 naira out of that 50,000 naira. So my trial worked out fine. And so far, so good. This year, I've been counting because this year I've been able to make one or two things, but I've not really gotten the right equipment for the job. And I always, I have to go and do it at another person's place, paying another price just to get my work done. And it's the cost of making all those things is much. So I think so far so good. What I'm needing now is equipment to carry
Okay,
on
sir.
to the next level. So I believe that my
Your
proposal
pitch.
is well ventilated to everyone.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. Before I take questions, I would love to ask you, sir, how many years have you been doing this, and how many years did you learn for?
Okay. The first question was how many years have I been doing this? It's not up to a year now. I think this is the counting from November. I started taking the leap of faith November, and I think this is the fifth or sixth month, right? So, and learning, I learned fashion designing, I learned sewing, I learned how to sew clothes. I think I learned around 2018, 2019 before I went for my service year. So I think I learned sewing and also have idea. It runs in the family actually. My uncle runs a printing press. My dad was a photographer, so I have many idea about all this. My dad was a lab photography printer, so I know all about this thing. So it was easy for me to just fold, but it has always been my dream to
Okay.
come out with my own branding style. Eventually, after moving ahead from cloth branding, I know that by God's will, I'll be able to spread my wings into others, making shoes, making jewelries, accessories, bags, just like
Okay,
the
sir.
people I use as an example. So,
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. We don't want to also take too much of our time. So please, if you have questions for him, kindly raise your hand. Questions. All of you ask questions from Lady Janet. Please ask questions from Mr. Samuel. Okay, over to you, Mr. Olusegun. We cannot hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
yes, I can hear you.
I started by saying congratulations, Samuel, because you actually did well. in your presentation, but for every business, definitely there is going to be what we call a long-term and a short-term plan. So you did mention your long-term plan
Yeah.
that the budget you're looking for is 15 million. Now, let me give an instance that YLA is not
Yes.
giving you an opportunity to get any offer for now. What's your plan to actually achieve the 15 million that you are proposing to achieve in the long-term plan, which is supposed to be maybe your capital on investment? So what plan of operations do you intend to put in place in order for you to actually arrive to the dream of your business?
Okay. Thank you very much. The network was actually fluctuating, but I think if I can get you very well, you said my plan for to achieve my long-term goals, right? Of the
Yeah.
15 million that I said. Well, actually, in a real sense, and to be realistic now, with the phase that I'm going, of that can come anytime sooner. But like I said day before yesterday, I said I'm a civil engineer, and I have other things I do actually. I hope you guys can hear me.
Yeah, loud and clear.
We can hear you.
I have other things I do. So I have a saving plan for that. But one of the things that I have in mind is that I think getting my equipment as a first priority should be one of the things that I need to do first now, and getting my people, getting my how do I call it, my customers, getting a better PR advertisement and media advert. And I think all those things will give me a solid ground before I make effort on getting to that level. But what I've been facing right now, will not allow me to just attain that 50 million. But my own plan actually, just to be real, Mr. Olusegun, is that getting money from what I do, my initial work, like my civil engineering work, getting money, saving up to get, because I know that this 15 million, okay, the addition of all this money for this equipment costs 15 million naira. The equipment, the machines, the locations, and also the software that I'm going to get. And I know that from the capitals I make from the other business, that is the only way I can generate capitals for now. Let me not talk about other places. But I believe that generating capitals from other places can make me get just like the one I'm doing at YLA right now. I think starting from here, gradually, I can attain that 15 million eventually.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. Mr. Olusegun, did that answer your question?
Yeah, it did. But I still want to ask a question. I'm sorry, ma.
Okay,
My
please,
question
Mr.
got
Samuel,
too
try
much.
and make your response
All
like
right,
not too
Brief.
long.
all right.
Okay,
All right.
I'm sure that because yesterday we were told that we have to be unique. What do you think will be your niche in terms of your business? And then lastly, what challenges do you think you face and how do you intend to overcome them? Thank you.
Okay, right now, I have not really concluded on my niche. Professionally speaking, I need to get all around. But right now, I think my niche presently is the cloth branding, making of tees, comfortable wears. So, and I believe the challenges has always been our local tesojue, local tesojue. So, and they're actually good and quality stuff that we can make. All these sonomola clothes that people just wear, you just see people there writing Dior, writing. So it's very, very easy for someone to clone your product while you are making it. And when people see that you are fine, your work, your design is fine, they start using it. So I think how we can actually overcome these challenges is, for me, to get registered on the CAC, and also for me to be able to make myself well known, that people will actually be able to point hand to me that, okay, this is the person that truly owns this business. Not that it's not that just anybody can say that this is, so people can actually know. So I will be the face behind my business. So I think that is the only way to overcome these challenges.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Did that answer your question, Mr. Alane? Okay, sir. Any other person? In absence of none, Mr. Pastor Tunji, sir, do you have any concern?
Okay. So yeah, we have listened to these two people that are available here now. Can anybody suggest what we can do for them? Anybody apart from the two of them?
Okay, please, let's start giving our
So that we
ideas.
can wrap this up.
Okay, sir. Who is going first, please?
All right. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
All right. My name is Ajishebiola Moluabi.
Oh, very good. I didn't know you are here now.
I've been online since.
Okay.
Yes, sir. All right. To Mr. Samuel, we were able to ask the first person how much it costs to procure some of our product, but I think we've not asked you that question, because it may also form a core of what we are going to conclude on. So, what's the average cost of the machines you're talking about, especially the EAT printer? You talked about, I think, EAT printer or something. Presser, all right. So, what's the average cost of EAT presser?
Yeah.
What's the cost?
Okay, it varies in price, but the HD
Average.
presser, okay, the average cost is 225,000 naira.
225,000 naira. So you mentioned two machines, each presser 225.
And
what's the
industrial
next one?
machine.
Industrial machine. What's the average cost of an industrial machine now?
It's also around that range, 180 to 200 plus.
Okay, 180 to 200 plus, let's say 190 on the average. So on the average, you're really going for the maximum. That's about 415. Okay.
Yes,
now, if I may ask, are these fairly used or are they imported?
they are imported.
All right. Do you by chance, or have you at any point in time made inquiries? Maybe you have a fellow or a friend in the UK. Because sometimes ago I was speaking with a friend in the UK. I got to understand that the prices of printing machines, heat presser, and the likes are actually very, very cheap over there. Maybe have you at any point made considerations if you could get it over there and then have it shipped down?
Yes, actually, I made effort at a point.
All right. What was the cost
by
at that
myself,
time?
actually, by myself on one of the shopping on Amazon. And I also made inquiries from a friend, but he couldn't give me a good response, like a feedback to what I sent him. So I didn't bother much. I was
All right. So
thinking
what was the cost at that time when you saw it on online?
of recently. I did it of recently, and I think that's 207 dollars
$207.
for the each person.
Multiplied by 1,350. I think it's 1,350 right now.
Yes, sir.
That's 270. And that's even more costly than the one you saw in Nigeria. You're talking
Yeah.
about heat pressure, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So that's just what I want to find out for now. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay. Any other person?
Okay, good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, my name is Afolabi once again. ADEBOYEJO.
Okay.
Okay. So, we're not too much like the brother Samuel is so detailed with his information and his business proposal. And it really tells us that he knows the in and out of the business that he's about to go into or he's doing rather. So
I'm not
they
hearing
just
you
like
very hello, or is it because I'm driving?
okay, can you hear me now, sir?
Yes,
Yes,
very
sir. Hey, that's better.
Okay, so what I'm saying is that Mr. Samuel is more detailed about his business proposal, and it seems that he understands the everything about his business. So just like what the uh, Mr. Ashibiola was his name, sorry to pronounce the name wrongly, just asked him now that about the cost of the printer because that's what I wanted to ask. So now it means that for this business now that you want that you need a support to now is you have your shop, every other thing. What is your the major problem or the major need that you have that you need now presently is those machines that you mentioned that can keep the business running. Mr. Samuelson.
Yes, I can't get your question well, sir.
Okay, my question is those machine you mentioned, are those is that the only two things that you need that will keep your business running?
Okay, the network is breaking actually, but I think you are trying to say that is that the only thing to keep the business running?
Yes.
I will say no, no, actually. But if I can get those two things, it makes the burden easier. It makes the burden easier, and it makes it much more easier. That's what I
Okay.
would actually say.
Okay. The reason why I asked that question is, so many people have business idea and they have lots of things itemized to carry out the business. Now they provide them the some of those equipment and we discover that in the next 6 months they are yet to even start just because of some other things are not yet available for them to start. And where they get the loan from, they're expecting them to at least be paying back the loan either with interest or either by just paying back with zero interest. But by discovering in the next 6 months or the next 1 year, you discover that the person has not yet even started just because of some other things are holding the person back. Now, in terms of those machines you made mention of now it's going to be needing lights. Now, have you
Yeah.
looked at the factor of the lights? Like, okay, if there is no light, how will you be producing? Now, if there is what's it called the machine, how are they consuming? In your apartment where you are occupying or where you are using as shop, what is you understand? Have you factor all those things and
Yeah.
make sure that
Okay.
okay, nothing is going to stop you in using those machines to start working?
That's
Yes,
nice.
I actually made mention of these things on my proposal, and it was a long list, and I think Pastor Tunji can attest to that. It was a very long list of things that I actually needed.
It was too long for my mind.
So it was a very long list. So, but I just felt like these are the core things that I actually needed for now. Not not I'm not trying to say that these are the only thing I need. I said these are the things, things that are at the top of my list that I need. I also need a generator to back up these things. It's very, very
Sorry,
essential.
Mr. Samuel. Sorry, I think you're not getting the question. So just because of
Okay.
our time, let me help to make it
All right.
better.
All right.
What the last speaker is asking is the two machines, if you get them now, do you get running now, or you're going to have to keep them first and get other things? So what he's trying to say is, if you get these two machines today, would you commence operation on them today, or you will have to keep them first so that you can get other things to make them functional? For instance, if you buy a laptop today and you need to install certain things, if you don't have those things, the laptop is practically not going to be useful. You are going to have to keep it until you get those things, the Windows and other essential things installed on it. I don't know if you get the drift. So the
I
question,
get it now.
So the question is, the machines you're petitioning for, if you get them now, would you commence operation on them now, or would you need to keep them first and get other things? And if you will need to keep them first, what are those other things you will need to get, or what are the things that you will need to get now that you commence operation on now? I think it's much better that way. You know.
Okay. Okay. I think I understand the question better now. If I get the machine now, I will commence operations now, because most of those things that I have to go out to do in other people's shops, I can actually do it in my own place. So I think because the business is running, it's not a proposed business that has not been running. So I think I will commence now. I will use the word now.
All right. All right. Thank you so much. Over to the uncle, please.
Okay, let me come in a bit here, because in a way, that line of your business, I'm also into that same business in a way, and I can tell one or two things. Please give me 1 minute. So I forgot the code to my house. Sorry. 8758. God will help me this night. Yeah.
Amen.
How did I forget the code to my house?
Mr. Samuel, your proposal is causing things.
So I just press Jesus.
Let me call my wife. Oh, please, just give me a moment.
All right, sir.
It's been a while I pressed the code. My children used to be the one to press the code. God will help me this night. I hope she'll be able to pick up. So now let me ask, these two machines, are the two machines working together or they work separately?
Yeah, they work separately, sir.
Okay, everyone. Dearest, do me more code there no lemon. One on ticket. You got to mo tẹ̀ náà nìyẹn 8758. Ṣé máa tẹ nǹkan mi money? Okay, mo ti tẹ̀. Kò sí o. Nǹkan tá a máa ń tẹ̀ náà nìyẹn 8758. Ṣé a máa ń tẹ ash money? Ṣé ash la máa kọ́kọ́ tẹ̀ ní àbí wò? Okay. Ẹ ṣé o. Okay, sorry for that. So what I wanted to know is that the two machines, do they work together? You said,
no, they don't work together, sir. They work separately, sir.
They work separately.
One is for sewing and one is for printing.
Okay, yes. One is sewing, one is printing. So which of the two is important?
Yeah.
Or which of the two can get you running?
Okay. The heat presser can get me running. Running.
So the heat presser, you can use it to print on the shirts.
Yes, but
so you can print.
sewing machine.
Can you print flock and flex?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the other machine, what is it going to be doing?
It's for
that one is the one
sewing.
that will do embroidering.
Yes, embroidering and also sewing. We also make shirts too.
Okay. You also sew shirts. Okay.
And joggers, hoodies. Stuff.
Okay. I think I get it now. So this is where we are going to put it to. Is Janet still here?
Yes, sir.
Is she here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Or is the third person already with us?
I'm not sure, sir. Let me try to message him.
No, you don't need to bring her in.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So now, Pastor Molabi.
Yes, sir.
Let me ask one last question from the two of you. Me, for YLA, of course, we are still a growing organization, and we can't even give much really. So, but we can support and we can assist. But from what I can gain from the two of you right now, which is good for us, you are still a startup. We are still a startup, fresh startup for that matter.
Okay, so I think Pastor Tunji's network seems to be off. So can you all still hear me?
Yes, we can.
We can't hear him
That's not
again.
Okay, I think it's
We
back
can't
now.
hear you, sir.
It's back
Can't
now.
hear you.
You're back now, sir.
Yes, it's back.
Oh, so I was outside before.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh, sorry
Wait.
for that.
We are
Welcome back,
inside
sir.
now.
I think is out. Okay,
Am I in now?
you're in, sir. Welcome back, sir.
We can see you now, sir.
Okay. I think I'm back now.
Yes, sir.
Fully back.
Yes, sir, you are. You are back now, sir.
Am I in now?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
You
sir,
are
you
in,
are
sir.
in.
Maybe we should not talk again.
I
Somebody
think
should
you
help
can
me.
hear
I
us.
can't hear anybody.
Hello,
You are
sir.
in, sir. We can hear you. Go on, sir.
We can
Okay,
hear
1
you. We
minute.
can
Just
hear
1
you.
minute.
This network is
Okay,
causing them
can you hear me now?
Yes.
We
Sir.
can hear you, sir.
Okay. All right, that's cool. Now, so let me not drag this too much. This is what we are going to do. Oh, Omonike, you are still here. I don't know. Okay. This is what we are going to do.
Yes, sir. I'm still here,
Okay,
sir.
yeah, thank you. So this is what we are going to do from YLA. Let me ask you a question this way for certain reasons, because YLA too is also a growing organization. So we too will need funding. So but we'll try our best. Now, this is the question I want to put forward to you. If we decide to give you a loan for a period, this loan is not with interest, no interest on it at all. And because of what we are doing here, we will, no interest at all, and we will give you time. But what happens at the end of the term of the loan, we cannot determine it right now. We will only be able to determine it by your results. So the question I'm putting forward to you is this: if we decide to say, Samuel, we will give you a loan of so amount, to support you to do whatever you want to do, get your machine, because I'm aware that machine, because even today, I saw that machine on Instagram and I messaged the guy. The guy is in the US. I think that machine in the US is, how much is it now? I forgot the amount he called it. That exact machine that you're talking about, that is it mesh you call it? I can't remember now. So yeah, that machine, I saw it today. If I did before I started this session, and I messaged the guy replied me. So I mean, it's just one straight thing. Once you have the machine, you just put the shirt there like this, and then right?
Yes,
you
sir.
mesh it like this. So within few minutes, you can produce as much as many shirts. You just produce all these things. You produce your cap, everything. You produce it once. So it makes your work faster. I know you will need light, you will need all of that, but then if you have it, and when there is light and you're able to work with it, you are more productive. So I can understand that. So if we decide to say we give you so amounts to buy the machine, and then you are returning it back so time, and we'll be monitoring you to know. I know you are in Ilorin. I can't remember if I know you personally, but I know somebody who knows you, who said knows you. So the other lady too, somebody else knows you. So if we decide to go by that, will you be willing to say yes, or you want us to give you free money?
Yes, sir. Can I talk, sir?
Who is that?
Janet, sir.
Why are you the first to talk?
No, I thought maybe
Okay, yes,
Mr.
you
Kwan
answer
was
now.
talking.
Answer you. Yeah.
Okay, yes. Actually, I will appreciate it if it is based on loan. Not that I won't appreciate it better if it is on grant, but the reason why I say it's unknown is that it will be like a push that will make one to know that you have to, if I thought you don't want to be serious, or you don't want to, like, you having the at back of your mind that you have to return this particular money at this particular time, it will help one, or let me say, it will help me to put more into it. So it will be like a target.
Okay, that's fine. Let's hear from Samuel.
Okay, so I actually appreciate the both of it. Like Janet said it's going to be a form of challenge, that even if you want to be lazy about it, you have to do to meet up, and I also appreciate the grant as well, because getting a grant now and getting the machine right now will allow me also to express my other fundings on other materials I need to hasten and to make my production go smoothly. Because I'm getting a loan, I will have to be desperate and I will just be getting what I need to get. So, but getting a grant is also okay for me, very, very profitable for me, because I will be able to get other materials that I'm going to use to work. So I think I appreciate the both of them, but I just want to be honest.
Okay. I don't know if anybody has anything to say. I mean, I don't understand what the both of them are saying. Pastor Moluabi?
Okay. Hello,
Okay.
sir.
Yeah, who is that?
I'm on Nike.
Okay, yeah, Nike, please.
Okay, sir. I feel like Janet is in for the loan.
I'm in for the grant now.
Okay. But you made mention of when you get a loan, it will be able to challenge you, push you to put efforts, which is very fine. You're just being sincere. And the other person, I feel like the other guy is not kind of being straightforward. So maybe you should just do a grant for him, like no matter how small it is. I feel like we appreciate it.
Even
but
if
for
it's not
Janet,
up
the
to
way
what
she
you want to buy.
exactly, it would at least it's a grant. It's just a way to support. So I feel like Janet would. I don't want to say it the way it's coming, but let me
I
just
will
apologize.
appreciate the grant. It's
Please, let me
because
I just want to be sincere here, because we understand the situation of the country, and we just have to be sincere. It's always easier said than done. It's always
Yeah.
easier said than done.
Yeah.
And I don't think that YLA will now start dragging you to pay back. So, of my own opinion is that let's just do whatever we can do for them in form of a grant, no matter how small it is. I feel like they would appreciate it. I mean, both of them. Let's do grants for them. I am not 100% in support of the loan. They are not sounding like they will pay back. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Yeah, let me hear somebody else again. Is Pastor Moluabi here?
Yeah, sir.
Okay,
I want
yeah.
to say something, sir. Okay. Well, I don't know, but I don't know what the plan has been from the beginning, but I feel loan is better because in terms of the loan, it's for business. It's
Yeah.
not for it's not a gift, neither
Yeah.
is a sponsorship thing
Yeah.
in terms of you just want to sponsor it. So it's a business. So and that's why you requested for a business plan
Yeah.
and they submitted their business plan. So if the business and we where they have pitched their business, it tells us that it's a profit making business. So if it's going to be a profit making business, it's better they get a loan. So uh, uh, the best way a loan can be given is to give a loan with zero interest, and that's what they are giving already.
Yeah.
So they should collect that with the back mind that this money I collected is a loan, and I'm going to pay this money back as a capital, as a whole sum of the money, the way it has been given to me. So if it's going to be in 6 months, it's going to be in 1 year, you let them know. So it means that so it will let them know that there is something they need to work with. If you give grants, this is Nigeria. If you give grants to someone, having in the back of mind that I'm not going to refund this money to anybody again, when other circumstances step in, because this is business, there are other circumstances. And now, at the process where you want to get the machine, something else can step in. Somebody can bring a big contract that you feel that you make a lot of money that you use to cover up, and you quickly divert the money. And at the end of the day, maybe the business did not yield the way you expected it. That has been a loss on one way or the other. So he will not feel the heat like the way it's supposed to be because the money he used to carry out the business is money that was just dashed in by some kind of a group. So he will just move on, dust his body, tell you, Shimba, come back, Benishibu, Agbara, Harry to me, and just continue and as if nothing happened. But if it is a loan, it make him to work, it make them to work rather, and make them to put up the work and make sure that, okay, you really expect so, these people that give me 500,000, if I'm very faithful with this, there's possibility they might give me 1.5 million if
That's
I tell them that this is what I have already achieved with the 500,000. They say, he that is faithful in little, you surely get plenty. I'm not
that's
saying that you're promising them plenty, but it can work one way or the other because you don't know where YLA will grow to in next year or in next 2 years or in next 3 years. So, they might be the background of the business that the YLA are using to push forward.
that's
So
right.
that's what I would say, sir.
Yeah, I perfectly agree with that. With that, perfectly. Yeah, Pastor Moluabi, are you there? Okay.
Yes, I'm very much here, sir.
Okay. So, what's your take? You want to
Uh,
conclude now in front
yes,
of
I
everybody?
think I think a loan that has an ultimatum would be very fine. That is that we can point to a certain date. It should be very fine. Although the terms and conditions of the loan may later be reviewed or revised, but then a loan with a specific date in mind, as decided by them, since they are the one who did the business visibility study. They are the
Yes,
ones who knows their turnover and how fast they can get whatever loan that is given to them. This is just so that others can also benefit from
yeah,
such
that's right.
loans.
That's right.
So if they can give us a date and say, okay, at so time, I should be able to raise the kind of amount being given back. then I think it should be fine, so that we'll be flexible enough. We don't have to give both of them the same date, but at
Yeah,
least if we're flexible enough to give each of them according to what they are requesting for, but it has to be reasonable.
yeah.
Then at the end of the day, we will be able to monitor, and then maybe a payment plan, or they can decide and say, okay, I'm paying everything at once. It depends on them. Thank you,
That's
sir.
fine. Thank you, sir. Does any other person have anything to say? In the absence of none, Jumoke, are you still here or you have gone to sleep?
Oh, yes, sir.
You have to say.
Sorry, sir, what did you say, sir?
What do you have to say?
Okay, sir, so I really don't have much to say, sir. Whatever conclusion, sir, it's fine with me.
Okay. Mr. Olusegun,
Yes, sir.
what do you have to say?
Yeah, I just go with those that are saying there should be a loan without interest, and we should have an expiring time for the due loan. Thank you.
Okay. So the two people that are there, Samuel, do you have anything to say? Janet, do you have anything to say before I raise my conclusion? If you have anything to say it now.
Actually, I'm good with whatsoever it is being concluded, actually. And me saying that if it were to be a grant, I was actually thinking, even if we were given a grant, YLA should be able to get us a monitoring team. Even if it's a loan, we should have a monitoring team that checks on us times and checks on our movement, checks on our progress with what we are doing. So, and also give us advice to help us manage the business. But whatsoever you concluded, sir, whatsoever the
No,
team,
we are concluding now. We are concluding right now.
Now
we
is
are
the
okay with
time.
it. Thanks for the
Who is that?
privilege. Yeah. You
I
said?
said now is the time, sir.
Yes, now is the time. Yes, we are concluding right now. We don't want to waste time. So that's okay. Janet, do you want to say something?
Yes, I don't really have much to say there. I just want to say I'm okay with whatsoever that the agreement, and thank you for the opportunity. Thank you, sir.
Your friend, what's her name?
Aramide, sir.
Okay, Aramide. Okay, what's the business too?
She's also into hair making.
Yeah, I think the two of you having the same business. Okay. Okay. So now, this is what we are going to do. We will give you a loan, yeah, interest free. We will also be monitoring what you are doing. Yeah. I don't know any of you very well, but then I know that there are people who knows you very well, and God knows you. So we also appoint one or two persons who will be checking on you time to time from our finance team. So what we are going to give for Samuel, for Janet, we will give you 100,000. Since you told us that 100,000,
I know
we produced 150,000 within 1 week. So we will give you 100,000 loan. We will back it with a paper document that you will sign. We will send it to you, so that, but then be rest assured that we are not a finance organization. We are just doing it to support. So we are not a financial. We're not going to do any much documentation sort of, but we do the primary documentation so that it will guide us together. So that's for you. For Samuel, I'm not able to remember how much you said those machines cost, but we will go with one of the machines, which I think one is 180 one is 200. So you will be the one to decide which one, but you must carry us along, whatever you are doing. Both of you carry us along, whatever you are doing. Once you get the funding, we'll know. So for you, we'll give you 200. We'll give you 200. I think the machine, one of the machine you said one is 220, right? Can you confirm that for me? Am I lost?
Mr.
No,
Samuel,
I think he said one of the machine is
you're
225.
Yes,
muted,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, one of the machine is how much?
I said it's around 230 to 250, sir. That's the
I've
printer.
changed your word though.
And the person that asked me the question was asking me at an average price.
Okay, average price. Okay, so let's me what Princess Juliana. What's the meaning of that one? Yeah, so we will do so that you will not be running around again for that one. So we will do 225, which is what I had. That's what I had. So we will do 225 for you so that you can get the one machine that can get you running. The second one can come after now. So we'll do that one for you. Then we'll do 100 for JNet. I think that will be that.
Wow.
Thank you so much,
Thank you
sir.
so
Thank
much,
you
sir.
so much, sir. Thank
Thank
you,
you
YMA.
so much,
Thank
sir.
you, Pastor
Long
Tunji.
live Young Leaders
Thank you
Academy.
so
Thank
very
Right,
you.
all
much.
right,
Sir.
all right. Before
I
we complete
appreciate that.
celebration, please, I would
Thank
want to
you.
say this, sir. Is it possible that we do a little bit of, if they are smart enough, let me put that word, but of course I know they are smart, to pay back a certain percentage over an adopted period. For instance, if Mr. Samuel says in 5 months he's going to pay back, and then he's able to pay about 80% of what is owing in 3 months, which is something we probably look at, then he can access another loan for maybe another project.
Okay, sorry, sir. Thank you, Mr. What's the name again now?
Olani.
Mr. Olani. Is it Olani? Yes, thank you. You have to leave now. Yeah, please, thank you. Please reach out to me. We need you in YLA, please. We pray that you can serve the organization well. All right, Pastor Moluabi, please continue, sir. Pastor, you can continue. Sorry for
Yes, basically what I want to say that if, for instance, if Mr. Samuel is adopting 5 months and then to pay back is 225, if he's able to now run maybe at a good pace and is able to pay maybe consistently for, say, after 3 months, he's able to pay about 80% of what he's loaning, perhaps it gives him another opportunity to assess another loan. Is there a kind of opportunity like that, or is just a one-time loan?
Yeah. Now, what I can say for now is okay. For instance, from what you have said, what I can derive is this: if, for instance, if he starts with what we are giving him now, and is able to run within 3 to 4 months, and is able to, or 5 months, and is able to raise what we gave him back, and he say, sir, I've been able to gain access to some money now. I want to return this money, and is yet to buy the second machine. We can be at liberty to say, okay, go ahead and use it to buy the second machine. So that room can be given, but it depends on his productivity and how he's able to operate, because some people can get this loan now and will not hear them again, will not see any, and we can't run after anybody. So, but I know that he's a trustworthy man. He's our man. So I believe that, I believe so. If you're able to run and achieve your task based on what you have given to us in your proposal, I believe that in 6 months, you should be able to do a turnover. And I know that business very well. So I do that business. I know if I take t-shirts, so t-shirt business now, I'll be bringing it to you. Now, the ones I have that comes to me, I'll be telling you that you'll be the one to do it instead of me telling a court to do for me in Ilorin. So I'll ask you to do the job. So if you're able to do it, sometimes I used to have that business. I would take like 500 t-shirts. If you take like 500 t-shirts, you can make a lot of money. You can make money that will buy the machine immediately. So if you're able to turn over, you can buy the second machine, even with the money. And then when you are able, just like what Pastor Moluabi, I believe that's what Pastor Moluabi is trying to say. So that's fantastic. It's not a problem. Yeah. So that'll be okay.
Is that clear, Mr. Samuel?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much.
So I will assign Pastor Moluabi and Pastor Moluabi, I will assign you to Brother Samuel, sir, to be the guide.
Is it my line or Pastor's line that is breaking?
Are you hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you, sir.
Okay. So, Pastor Moluabi, are you hearing me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Okay, so I will assign you to Samuel. So you will be the mentor to him from YLA. Then I will assign Princess Juliana to be the mentor to Janet.
All right, sir. Thank you, sir.
So I will add them to our group so that Pastor Moluabi is already in our group. I will add Juliana. I will also add Jumoke to the group. So Juliana will be the mentor to Janet. The third person will, when she's available, will know what to do. So that's okay. The Lord be with us. Thank you for taking your time here. Thank you, everyone. Mr. Folabi, thank you so much for taking your time in here. Samuel, thank you. Princess Juliana, Banke, thank you.
I'll collect salary. I'll collect salary for mentorship.
You are a giddy person. So giddy.
Thank you very much, sir. God bless
you, sir. Thank you, sir. YLATL1 is who?
Pastor Moluabi.
Yeah. Mr. Ogunkunle Oluyinka, thank you for staying till this time. God bless you. God bless you. So we will meet again. We are still meeting. We still have another meeting. We have not done certificates. We still have other things to still do. Florence, I can see Florence. Thank you also. Thank you for staying till this time. God bless you. So,
sorry, sir.
Again,
okay. Please, are we receiving a certificate for this?
Oh yes, there's certificates. We are going to do a certificate. Everybody is receiving certificates.
All right, sir.
Yes. So that'll be done after now. So thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful night. God be with you. Have a great night. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right, sir. Thank you, sir. Have a nice night.
You too, sir.